Hey Danielle, hey Jim, how you guys doing this morning? What's going on? You can talk, honey, they can hear you.
Maybe I don't want to talk.
Oh shoot, I forgot to do my own thing.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's always good.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, Danielle. That's funny. Well, that's good. That's good that you're having a slow day at work. That's always nice, right?
Don't worry, Dan. Your mom didn't tell me she had the mic on. I got my headphones on, and then she spoke. Good morning, Eli.
Morning, Eli. How you doing? Just getting everything set. Give me 1 second.
Freaky Geek.
Hey, Freaky Geek. How are you? Good morning.
Freaky Geek says you started early.
I did start a little early because I had to get him all situated.
Because I'm a virgin to all this.
How is everybody this morning? Hopefully all is well with you guys. You might hear a little noise. Oh, maybe not. I got it muted, I think. Oh, no, I don't have it muted. Hold on. You might hear it. I mean, no, you won't. You didn't hear that dial-in, right? Okay.
I only did about 15 hours.
Okay. 3, 2. Are you hearing that?
No, I'm hearing you.
Oh, okay.
Well, I really Freaky Geek. I owe a lot to it for Eli. He sat with me for over 10 hours.
All right. Are you guys ready to start? Hopefully everything works right. I'm trying a new system here, so give me a second. Today on the show, we are going to be talking about an encounter with a stick boy. Then we talk about the temple to the spirit world that left the town around it haunted. Then we dive into the curse of the MAYNOOTH ghost room. Last but not least, we hear a story and go inside the Haunted Tallmann House. Photos from a bizarre 1988 case. On the second half of the show, it's your turn to call in or click the link in chat and come up on panel and tell us your spooky encounters with the paranormal. And don't forget, as I roll the credits, get on over to dlive and hype up the chat for the chest opening. Here we go. You can't hear that? Hey, Nicole. Can you guys hear that? Did you guys hear the opening or no? Oh, you hear something, but it's too low. All right, I'll try.
Oh, hold on. I think what freaky might be hearing is the fan.
Oh, was that it? Were you hearing the fan?
Because I can hear it when it turns just right.
No opening. Let me see. I turned it up a little. See if you can. You can't hear that, honey?
Uh-uh. No. Freaky Geek just made a comment saying, at least I heard something.
That's true. At least you did.
Who is Restream Bot?
Hey, Little Red, how are ya?
Why is it coming up like that?
Because it's from other chat rooms, honey.
Well, then I don't know who I'm saying hi to. I'm not
Look
gonna...
underneath the name of it, where it says Restream Bot. Where are you? You're seeing it in.
Oh, it's next to it, not underneath it.
Okay. So you see, like, Restream Bot, dlive, Little Red fan?
Yeah.
That's who you're talking to. Hey, guys, what's going on? Don't mind us. He's just getting it started. Now we're on screen.
Oh, God.
Nice to hear. Hey, Andy. Hey, Nicole. Hey, everybody. I didn't say hi to. I'm so sorry. I was trying to fix something. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, as always, we are live on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Mixer, Blog Talk Radio, everywhere.
She's trying to monopolize the market.
That's right. I'm sorry, Danielle, that you're bored. I know, right? I should, right? I should give them that, give them everything with lots of buttons.
No, he's saying don't give me something with lots of buttons.
I know, but I should do that.
Well, no, because then I'll just get aggravated and start throwing stuff.
That's true. So today we're talking paranormal talk. Apparently, I don't know why is that? Call a guest. No, I don't want to do that. If you guys didn't hear that, now I'm afraid I'm going to have to test at the end of the show. Remind me to test. I'll do a call-in, or you can do a call-in, so I can make sure that the telephone is working. I might not be able to have to do it this way. I might have to go through Skype.
Hold on a second. I got my phone right here. I can call the number.
Okay. So we're going to see if you guys can hear Eddie. Yeah, you see us now. Woo.
Don't look. Okay, let's see.
You always want to touch things you're told not to touch. Yes, that's true.
It's automatic. All right. What's the number?
Okay. We'll do, Lil Red, at the second half of the show. It's 516-595-8286. We're going to see if you guys can hear him once it comes up. It's going to tell you. Okay, right now you should be hearing me. There you go. I hear it. I see it. Can you guys hear Eddie? Go ahead and talk, Eddie.
Okay, we're just testing out the phone to see if it's working
Hey, Lisa. Can you guys hear him at all? Sorry, guys. I know feedback. Talk some more, honey.
Well, I'm just waiting on the damn breakfast here.
Can you hear Eddie go? You got to go farther away.
Over by the damn bathroom.
Go out in the hallway. I know, he's trying. I'm going to have to hang up on you. You don't listen. Sorry, guys. We're just trying to test it out.
I'm so new at this, even that program hung up on me.
No, I can still hear me.
I don't know how. It said, thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye. I'm just saying.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. We're trying to get this.
I know it's still running. I can see the time.
It's not. He can't turn his mic off, Little Red. He's calling through a phone.
What I don't get is why did it say, thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye. But yet it's still running.
I don't know, honey.
We'll figure it out after the show. Get your show going. We're already 8 minutes into it. All right, I just went up.
Hold on, guys. There. Okay. Now try it again, because.
I just hung up.
Okay, got it, guys. Yes, I am walking through walls.
Calling right now.
Okay. Oh, I tell ya. Hey, Tommy. Hey, everybody that came in. He hasn't come up on here yet. Okay, there we go. All right, go ahead and talk. Okay, I just started hearing. Did you guys hear him? Talk some more, honey. No, you can't hear him? Why is that? Let's mute that screen. I don't want to screen. No? All right, hang up, honey. All right. We'll get it figured out to where we can, let's just go ahead with the show. We will figure it out when some other time, I guess. I think I'm going to just have to go through Skype and do it that way so you guys can hear the callers. That pisses me off so much. But anyway, welcome, everybody. Sorry for all the, ear echo and all that good stuff. Hi, babe.
I can't hear you.
Oh, now you can, because unmute your computer. Oh, my God.
Hold on. I think I got it. No, because I can't hear.
Right here.
Well, why did you do that?
Because you got to click it again. Hit that.
Oh,
There. Now you should hear me.
you see how stupid she's making me look on my first time?
Welcome back, Danielle. Oh, Lordy B. All right, guys. So, anyway.
Where's my chat?
Oy vey, I swear. Go down by the Google. See the little box that pops up?
Got it.
Okay, hey. All right. Goodness gracious. Again, like I said, today we'll be talking about an encounter with the stick boy. Next, we talk about the temple of the spirit world that left the town haunted. Then we dive into the curse of the MAYNOOTH ghost room. Last but not least, we hear the story and go inside the Haunted Tallmann House. Photos from a 1988 bizarre case. All that and more. Oh, I tell you. Welcome. Right? That's crazy. All right, so our first story begins with the stick boy.
Yeah, he only weighed about 3 pounds.
So this is a tale from, it doesn't say who it's from, but it says this is a true story and it happened to me. The sweltering August of 1960, I was 7 and about to go on to 2nd grade. We lived atop Franklin Street Hill back then in Waterville, Maine. Number 40, last house down the left. A tied Cape Cod painted orange with white trim. Directly across from us resided my absolute best friends, Sue, Sally, and Peggy McGowan. Their house, too, was a beautiful cape, gray and white, and only older by a few years. Our street, unfinished to this day, rose up from the hill and then just fell off into a wooded gully. Beyond were swing trees seemingly stretched for miles, pines, birch, oaks, elms, and ash. Below, winding through the green and mysterious gully, was a stream that grew larger during early spring when the snow melted. I used to love playing down there, sending shoebox boats off to their doom. Once we found an old Tarzan swing that snapped the first time we used it. The McGowans knew everything about the gully, its surrounding woods and endless fields behind my house. We'd often go out to the fields and pick every wild berry imaginable, collected bouquets of black-eyed Susans, devil's paintbrush, and buttercups, or we would just explore. Cape Cod is near Massachusetts. It's off of Massachusetts coast. One thing they never told me about happened one hot August day in 1960. That's when I saw Stick Boy. I had just eaten lunch and was looking for an adventure, so I ran across the street and up their driveway. Whenever I'd visit, I'd go around to the back and knock on the kitchen door. Mrs. McGowan answered and said the girls were taking a nap after lunch and I could come back in about an hour. I asked if it was okay if I played on their swing set for a little while, and she gave me the permission. Off I went to swing on what I considered an almost space-age device, glitzy with shiny metal and gray slide, balancing rings, a teeter-totter, and 3 child-sized swings. But after picking up enough speed to actually fly, I got tired of doing it alone. My only option was to go back home. Then I noticed 4 small folding chairs lined up against the edge of the woods, facing their house and upstairs bedroom window. Now let me explain a bit about the woods on that side of the street. From my bedroom window, I could clearly see the deep gully and stream, but all the girls could see from theirs was the flat forest land, thin closer to the yard. The gully, for whatever reason, meandered further back. A notion hit me. Maybe I could sit on one of those chairs and mentally will Sue, Sally, and Peggy to cut their nap short. It's worth a try. I chose the middle chair and sat down, gazing upon their second floor window. The day was dry and oppressive, the kind of summery day where everything's still. A mosquito buzzed dangerously close near me, and I slapped it away. Far off in the distance, a lawnmower roared and dogs were barking, but mostly it was quiet. As I sat there, as I sat thinking little boy thoughts, I heard a squirrel jumping from tree limb to tree limb. The sound came in stops and starts, and suddenly a sense of displacement and unease and a feeling of genuine dread overwhelmed me. Turn, my mind shrieked, look. I turned and looked. The woods were bright green, scarlet and brown.
I just had a big delay.
I don't know him. Yellow leaves funneled down, catching sunlight, twirling and dancing. Nothing unusual until I saw him. Approximately 15 feet away, a strange boy peeked out at me from an oak tree. Our eyes met and locked. Instantly, mental photographs stampede ineligible images, sparse black hair, blood-encrusted lips, a penetrating, determined expression that twisted slowly into a smile of recognition. And sticks growing out of his wasted face. Tiny, gnarly. Thank you for the follow. Raptor, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it.
Haha, that just scared the hell out of me.
Did it scare you? Good job. Good job. And sticks growing out of his wasted face. Tiny, gnarled branches, clicking, intertwining, undulating like Medusa's snakes.
Undulating?
Sure. In indeterminate seconds, I knew that was no squirrel I heard. He had been stealthily creeping forward towards me through the rotten logs and dead leaves from somewhere and nowhere and everywhere. If I hadn't turned, if I hadn't run, survival instinct took hold and I raced home into our yard, our garage, our kitchen, bounding up to my room, safe from stick boys and whatever other nameless horrors prowled the storybook forest. Whoa, put your brakes on, mister. Is the house on fire? Laughed Mom. She had been stripping the beds and doing laundry, normal everyday chores, unaware that outside, mere yards from our front door, devils roamed. You're whiter than these sheets. I'm in a hurry. Peggy and me are training Viewmaster reels. Take it easy and stop running. You'll give yourself an asthma attack. But I like to run. I feel free. Well, you won't feel so free at the doctor's office. And remember our talk, Ronnie. Don't give away your toys. The McGowans have plenty. Their grandfather's rich. We're trading old stuff, Ma. Nothing new. Don't worry. Aren't you hungry? How's deviled ham, chips, and soda sound? Good. I am hungry. 2 big sandwiches, please. Okay, help me carry the laundry downstairs and I'll fix you the best lunch ever. Later, I told the McGowans what I had seen, how everything had gone muddy and sludgy. Being curious souls, they wanted to check out this phenomenon for themselves. And I half-heartedly went along, hedging my bets that there was safety in numbers. Sally peered intently at the oak tree. You sure weren't some stupid kid dressed up for Halloween and wearing a mask? No, Sal, I replied. It weren't no mask. This was real. Hey, Ron. Spooky. A stick boy, huh? She shaded her eyes. With sticks growing out of his face? I wonder who. Or what, Sue completed Sally's sentence and shivers tickled my spine. A wood sprite, that's what, said Peggy, matter-of-factly. I've seen pictures of them in books. He wanted to take you into a dark place, Rodney. You're lucky you heard him first, or you'd be far, far away right now. We all agreed, yes, I was very lucky. It's hard to believe that happened almost 60 years ago. I've never forgotten what I saw, and whenever I go into the woods, which isn't often, I feel something watching me. Though I've grown old, the image of the smiling boy with the bloody lips flickers through my mind like a scrapbook memory. Is he still out there? And where did he want to take me? And that's that. So what do you think? What do you think? Think there was a stick boy out there?
Possibly could have been just imagination of other children.
Yeah, but that's a lot of detail for imagination. Do you know what I mean? For somebody who's never really seen anything like that?
Well, you stop and think about the kids that have imaginary friends. They can tell you what color hair they have, what color eyes they have. So it's not impossible for it to be manifested in their own mind.
Right. But I think something that's scary.
You're right, though, because why would a kid imagine another child with sticks growing out of their face?
Right, yeah. And blood coming off their lips. And
Yeah. So,
what do you guys think? Ron wants Freaky Geek to get
Coffee. I don't think anybody was actually listening to that story.
I don't know. That would be freaky, though. I can't imagine being a kid and being in that, situation.
Well, especially it doesn't say how old the kid was.
He was 7.
Oh, did it say 7?
Yes.
I might have been talking to somebody, and the YouTube part.
Gotcha. Yeah. Anton, you never had imaginary friends? I did. Well, I didn't have imaginary friends. I just talked to myself like I do today.
Sometimes she thinks I'm just imaginary.
Jeez.
She almost spit her coffee at me.
I almost did.
Welcome back, Eli.
Welcome back. As always, all the links to these stories and more are down in the description box.
Well, Nicole, I'm not imaginary. She says she still has imaginary friends.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Sometimes they're the best ones you want to talk to.
Yeah, they called Stick Boy because no mask and sticks out of it. Yeah.
Oh, Nicole, that's not even funny.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the thing, Little Red. Stuff like that, yeah, people do think you're talking to yourself. And believe me, I know how it is. Eddie hears me talking to my spirit guides all the time, and he's like, what the hell?
I just walk away.
The voices in my head get louder during lives. Right, Freaky?
Well, see, that's why I came up with the name Chaos, because God only knows what voice is going to say what at what time.
Yeah, it's hard to win. It's hard to win, Nicole, when you talk to yourself.
Yeah, that's like Kramer versus Kramer.
Yeah.
All right. So, I guess nobody really believed in the stick boy.
No, Little Red said she.
I had to mute my mic one day because my spirit said would not stop playing with me.
See, they like to do that. They like to hide, little things on you and stuff like that. It's like, come on.
Oh,
Really?
Eli's on dlive now.
Okay. I see him over there.
I mean, if you think about imaginary friends, like I was suggesting that maybe that's what he was. But to have the details explained of how he looked.
I mean, he remembers that 60 years later.
So I honestly can't think now that it was an imaginary friend, because 60 years later, you ain't going to remember you had an imaginary friend.
Right.
So that is kind of interesting, though. I mean, that's almost one of them things where you want to look deeper into it.
Yeah, definitely. It's funny, my son sees shadow people and I didn't know his twin playing his Xbox.
Oh.
Yeah, see? Right, Andy? Yeah. Andy said, I believe the kid believed, but that's as close as I believe that I get. I can understand that.
Nicole brought up a good point, too. She says maybe he made a doll with sticks and stuff when he was younger.
That could be. But I mean, to remember that, I definitely believe he had an experience. I mean, it could be, you never know. It could have been a wood sprite, like Peggy suggested.
Oh, God, Ron.
Or a pixie.
Don't fart, Eli. It's a tight chat room.
Andy. I do read what I'm hearing, imaginary too. Nicole.
Did you read what Andy wrote?
Yeah, I did. I can imagine people be looking, you know what I mean? Like, what?
Well, you got to stop and think, though. They're read in their mind, he is still alive.
Yeah. Definitely.
Oh, I guess the dead brother don't like him. Hey, Ron.
Thank you so much for the diamond, Ron.
Look at the sparklies.
Or maybe not imaginary friend, but just the simplest explanation. Exactly, Anton. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's what he could gather, you know.
There's so many different ways that story can go.
Yeah. Definitely. And it sucks because he'll probably never know what it was. You know what I mean?
If it was real, if it was just his imagination.
Right. Yeah. Definitely.
Oh, guys, I gotta leave. I just found out it's an English-speaking room only.
And it's 18 plus, so you're out of here anyway.
Oh, damn it.
All right, next we're on to the Morris Pratt Institutes.
You're right, Little. The more you talk about it, the more they will be educated on it.
Okay, Lisa, thanks for coming, hon. Take care.
Have a good day, Lisa.
So much. So this is the temple to the spirit world that left the town around it haunted. Little Ron, our pet's allowed. If not, Ron has to go.
Well, hey, man, you're going to throw the third strike at me?
It says some believe the strange experiments in communicating with the dead that took place at the Morris Pratt Institute, the only school of spiritualism in the U.S., left the town of Whitewater, Wisconsin, haunted by restless spirits. The Morris Pratt Institute, singular of birth, unusual of purpose, sheds a weird intellectual light on the world of great darkness. Historian Fred L. Holmes wrote in 1939, the school attempts to radioize students to catch the spirit messages from the world of the ether. Wisconsin is a long way from spiritualism, 1848 birthplace and the home of Fox Sisters of Hydesville, New York. But it wasn't long before it became one of the most important centers of the practice in the country. Madison, Milwaukee, and the Fox Valley area were all homes to large spiritual communities by the late 1800s. One of the Wisconsin's earliest supporters of the spiritualism was Nathan P. Talmadge, a senator from New York, who was appointed the third governor of Wisconsin Territory by President John Tyler in 1848. Talmadge had recently purchased land in the territory in preparation for his retirement. But he decided to move his family there when he accepted the governorship. Nathaniel and Abby Tallmann's 19-year-old son, William, visited from law school to see the family's new home in the spring of 1845. He fell in love with a large hill on the property, telling his family that one day, when he died, he wanted to be buried right there. Just 2 weeks later, William's life came to an abrupt and unexpected end, and he was buried in the spot at the top of the hill.
Which I'll be back in a minute.
By 1853, Nathaniel was a devout spiritualist. In a book published that year, a letter Talmage wrote, one of the authors described how his youngest daughter, Emily, then 13 years old, was being taught by spirits to play piano. Wouldn't that be wild? And I'm going to go ahead and share, so you're not going to see the chat on the screen. Let me get this down. I'm going to go ahead and share this so you guys can see the pictures. The final resting place of the Talmage family, up above that on that hill. Morris Pratt, another New York native, immigrated to Wisconsin in the 1850s. He built a successful farm in the Whitewater area where he had a number of neighboring families who frequented the seances in Lake Mills, would host renowned mediums from around the country to commune with their dead loved ones in their homes. Pratt was known for frequently arguing with ministers who criticized spiritualism. He was forcibly ejected from a church on more than one occasion. Frustrated, he wished for a way to teach what he believed were the scientific truths of his spiritual life. During a seance in the early 1880s, Pratt vowed that if he ever became wealthy, he would dedicate as much money as he could to spiritualism. To his good fortune, a powerful mystic was present that day, whose psychic abilities would soon help him achieve his goals. Mary Hayes Chinaworth was 27-year-old in 1853. A school teacher in Waterloo, Wisconsin, she was in her kitchen when an unknown force took control of her body. She dropped to her knees and began to pray in a language neither she nor her father nearby could recognize. The force told her that she would spend the rest of her life healing others. Afterwards, she discovered she had the ability to peer into the bodies of the sick, to see the diseases ailing them and remove them. She would take the sickness into her own body, which would cause her to break out into blisters and rashes. As a spirit knocking and other supernatural phenomenon, which Mary believed were mostly hoaxes, swept the nation, Mary was traveling around the state or seeing people in her home using the power she said she was given by her God to help those in need. The force be with you. I know that's what I thought of too, Andy, when I saw that. Thank you for the ice cream, Freaky Geek. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Did that one scare you?
No.
No? Oh.
I think I'm too out of breath to be scared now.
Oh, okay. Mrs. Hayes was not a medium. Her son, J.O. Hayes, wrote in 1938, in her young womanhood, she became very much interested in the question of man's immortality and prayed for 2 years very earnestly and devoted that she might know the truth regarding it. As a result of this effort, she passed through an experience somewhat similar to that of Jesus in the wilderness, as recorded in the Bible. She spoke in tongues unknown to her. She restored those possessed to normal condition and did untold miraculous things that could not be explained by the use of any ordinary human methods. From that time until her death, a large part of her time was given to healing the sick, and she did this without charge or financial compensation. And again, I'm going to show you a picture. This is her.
scroll back. Let's stop. Because you remember I got that, your mic is muted.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if that's what she looks like, she was ugly.
No, but she, what a beautiful woman, though, to use her gifts to help people with without financial compensation or anything like that. You know?
Well, that's what humanity is supposed to be about.
Right.
Well, hold on. I'm trying to figure out why Ron is asking Freaky Geek if I'm hiding a turtle head.
See, I don't think she looks like a guy. I think she looks very aged and very
wore down.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. She definitely looked like a woman. But you're right. With the gifts that she had been given, kind of like when you do your readings.
Right.
When you're done with your readings, I can look at you and know you're laying down for a nap.
Right.
That's all there is to it, because it sucks all the energy out of you.
Right.
I don't want it to explain, Nicole.
Hey, Lucinda, how you doing, hon? Welcome. So Pratt's bow captured Mary's attention. She had been attending seances in Lake Mills and Whitewater at the recommendation of her friend Warren Chase. Chase published a weekly newspaper called the Spiritual Telegraph and is credited with being the first to spread spiritualism around Wisconsin and Illinois. He had expressed to Mary a desire to open a school in that area. I'm doing good, thank you. Do you intend, if made wealthy, to carry out your promise? Mary asked Pratt. Pratt confirmed when he meant what he said. He would use his money to support the movement of spiritualism. Mary told Pratt, along with her two sons, who were lawyers with interest in mining, to invest in a barren and seemingly worthless tract of land in northern Wisconsin and Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Mary claimed to have been guided to this land by her controlling spirit, an old German professor, while in a trance. Pratt and Mary's sons did as Mary instructed. The Hayes Brothers Company, with Pratt as a stockholder, bought the land, opened the Ashland iron mine, and began digging. The land yielded nothing for the first couple of years. Pratt came to Mary with doubts on several occasions, but she urged him, just be patient. Then in 1886, a discovery was made. The land Mary recommended was found to be the heart of a massive geobic iron range and was filled with high-grade Bessemer ore, some of the best in the region. Pratt and Hayes brothers became wealthy practically overnight. Hey, Shrimp Shack, how you doing? Welcome. Pratt set out to fulfill his promise without hesitation. In 1888, he laid the foundation for a building in Whitewater without knowing exactly what the purpose would serve. He told people it would be used in the interest of spiritualism. Locals, of course, scoffed. The construction company...
Because I'm sorry, but Andy says I think Shadow should keep a case of chilled beers in the room to help Eddie through the shows. So I quit laughing my ass off, Andy. I got them right here, so I wanted to show them that, I got it right there.
Okay.
Well, don't look at me like I just shot your dog.
Whatever. The construction became known around as Pratt's Folly. But Pratt didn't back down. I made a vow before I made my investment that I would erect a temple to the spirit world with a share of the profits. I was to realize, he told the detractors, and I intend to do so. Upon its completion, Pratt and his wife left their farm and moved in to occupy several rooms within the ornate 3-story building. They held public seances there for many years. They held public seances there for many years before Pratt decided to make Whitewater the mecca of modern spiritualism. by opening the world's only school dedicated to the study of the spirit world. And that's what's became the Morris Pratt Institute for Spiritualism in Whitewater.
So that's where people with gifts would go, or?
Yeah, they would like hold seances there and try to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's actually kind of nice looking.
I know, it's beautiful. I love those balconies.
Well, of course you like the balconies.
I know. I can picture myself sitting there drinking coffee. In 1902, while making plans to open the school, Pratt's health began to give out. He reportedly gave the deed to the estate to 7 unknown spiritualists, a sort of board of trustees, whose names have never been accounted for in any written document. Pratt died just a few months later. His funeral was presided over a man named Moses Hall, a former Seventh-day Adventist minister and spiritualist whom Pratt had tapped to carry out his plans for the school.
Did you see what Shrimp wrote?
No, I didn't.
About the house? It kind of looks like the school on X-Men. And in a way, it kind of does.
Yeah, I could see that.
Sorry, I mean, I had to interject.
I wonder if that's where they got the idea from.
It could, because that does look almost exactly like the school.
And it was a school to help people with their
that
powers.
had powers.
Yeah. So that would be cool to find that out. I'll have to look that up. In his discourse, Mr. Hall gained the spiritualist idea of the death and spiritual world. A paper reported of the funeral. He claimed that the death was neither to be dreaded nor feared. It's natural as any event in life, in fact. It's only a birth out of the physical body into the spiritual world. That's kind of pretty. And this is Pratt himself. He was a devoted man. I mean, he kept his promise.
He's got a God-fearing look in his eye. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, he believes in the supernatural, but he fears God. It's kind of how he's got that look.
Right, right. What did I miss?
I don't think you missed anybody yet.
Okay.
Oh, they're all just kind of picking on each other. Oh, Freaky Geek wants to know, was he a Mormon or something?
No, he's the one that started this whole spiritualism. He's the one that...
I think, if I'm not mistaken, in 1902, Mormons were never even thought of.
I don't know.
I think Mormons came along a lot later. Eli, you're going to be fine, brother. Trust me. If you want, I'll get on here again and we'll talk later on. Just you and I.
So Hall carried out Pratt's wishes, and the doors of the Morris Pratt Institute opened the following year. Students came from around the country to study general subjects like mathematics. Wow, this was like a whole school.
Yeah.
Math, history, grammar, and literature, as well as the philosophy of spiritualism and psychic culture. So it is like the school, Xavier School.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
But if you think about it, if you're going to do spells and you're going to do seances, having math knowledge is probably a good idea.
Right, right. So I wonder if this is like, I wonder if X-Men was, if like Stanley, created under the, not influence, but
no, but I get what you're saying. Well, actually, it would be kind of not an influence. It would be an influence.
Nicole said Mormons started April 6th, 1830 in Fayette.
Okay, but wow. Holy crap. I'm glad you're faster at a computer than me. I always thought Mormons came out long after the 1900s.
But it had living quarters and facilities up for 50 students, seeing as many as 45 at a time from the height from 1910 to 1915.
Okay, here's the thing now I got to ask you, Shadows.
Okay, chaos.
This school, even though it housed the people in that, were they keeping them there to train them to let themselves open to the abilities? Like you keep asking me about my chakras, how my chakras are opening.
Right.
Is that possibly what this was about?
Well, let me read on and we'll find out.
Well, I gotta ask.
The school was known by that time to apprehend Whitewater residents as the Spook Temple.
I got a bad delay again.
Still, the curious public showed up when the doors opened every Sunday evening for seances or educational lectures like the 1924 program Mediumship Explained. On the walls hung spirituals iconography, yeah, that word, memorials to the original Hydesville community, and artwork like the piece Holmes described when he visited in the 1930s. A painting of a beautiful woman who, according to the medium, returned from the spirit world to speak for a moment to earthly loved ones and tarry long enough to be sketched. Wow.
So this woman
Yep.
came from the spirit world.
Right.
And was there long enough to be able to sketch what this guy looked like.
No. She got sketched.
Oh, she was there long enough
got
for him to sketch her.
Right, yeah.
Got it. That's...
I know, right?
Yeah, right? Eli, wow. That means she had to have been there at least 15, 20 minutes.
It depends on how long this guy can sketch or how fast he can sketch.
I'm sure he didn't work for a police department.
The third floor, however, was off limits to everyone but members of the spiritualist church. The space was a hollow chamber where everyone was painted white. A space not everyone, everything was painted white. I was like, that's kind of weird. A space not to be profaned by a non-believer. An editor of a local newspaper once described he too had been denied access to the room. Famous Chicago lawyer Clarence Darrow, known for his agnostic beliefs, once visited the Institute. Of his experience, there was, he said, inconvenience but mystified. Funding for the Morris Pratt Institute dried up during the Depression, forcing the school to close its doors in 1932. It reopened a few years later, but to considerably fewer students than before. Interest in spiritualism had long since faded. The Institute sold the building. Is that our fire alarm? No, it's
a truck backing up.
The Institute sold the building. Jeez.
Hurry back.
If I'm not having, earthquakes on lives,
But it was something. You see me rip my headphones off.
I know. Hurry back, Lucinda.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, sorry about that. The Institute sold the building in 1946. The new owners briefly opened it up as a rest home for aged spiritualists. That's cool that they sold the building, but the new owners briefly opened it up as a rest home for the aged spiritualists. That's pretty cool.
So I wonder how many people went to this school and then went back to retire there when they turned it into a retirement home.
Right. Oh, I bet you I know what that is. They're probably starting construction.
Yeah, because it sounds pretty close.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
But yeah, I wonder how many of them students actually went back and lived out the rest of their days in that home.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's pretty cool to me that they kept them in mind when they bought the home. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's something they grew up with.
Right. Later, it was used as a girls' dormitory for nearby Wisconsin teachers in college. It was torn down in 1961 and replaced by a new office for the Wisconsin Telephone Company.
Andy,
Right, Andy? And
Yeah.
how many went back to haunt the place after they've been
that's what I was just going to try to say as soon as I caught you on a break. I was going to say, and Andy's got a point. Maybe they went back to live out the rest of their days there for a reason. Now their soul is going to be
connected
in that house.
Well, it got torn down in
That
1961.
doesn't mean the souls had disappeared.
Right, and replaced by a new office in the Wisconsin Telephone Company. Recalling the paranormal history of the town, a 1981 issue of the University of Wisconsin Whitewater newspaper, the Royal Purple wrote, long-distance communication with the dead have been replaced by long-distance calls to the living. But that wasn't the end of Morris Pratt Institute. After selling the building in Whitewater, the school moved to Milwaukee, where it still exists today, remaining one of the few places in the world dedicated to the study of telepathy, clairvoyance, mediumship, and psychic surgery. Graduates go on to serve in one of the more 90 churches and camps around the country that belong to the National Spiritualist Association. No matter how many years have passed since Pratt's Spirit House was raised, however, Whitewater was forged from the earliest of the traditions and remains haunted by the superstitions of its practices. And this here's another picture. Hillside Cemetery in Whitewater, Wisconsin, circa 1900.
You know what's scary is that entrance there.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the entrance to the cemetery in the town I was born in Erie, Pennsylvania. That looks almost identical to it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool arch. I like that.
I always get the creeps going by there.
Right.
It just something about the way it looked.
Now we'll go on to where it becomes the whole town's, I wouldn't say problem. Second Salem. Whitewater today is so steeped in legends of ghosts and witchcraft that it's come to be known as the Second Salem. Rumors abound of dark rituals carried out in the secret tunnels beneath the city and around the historic Stonewater Tower in Starren Park. Of a forbidden book in the basement of the local library said to drive readers to madness and suicide, and of a haunted triangle formed by the city's 3 cemeteries, the center of which is the original location of the Spook Temple. The cemeteries themselves are full of legends, some historical fact and some folklore. Legends say an old crypt in Oak Grove Cemetery is the final resting place of Mary Worth, an axe-murdering witch who would not only curse the town when she was executed for her crimes, but went on to become the inspiration for the urban legend of Bloody Mary. Wow. I just got chills. Her ghost can be seen wandering among the tombstones in Halloween. Welcome back. Listen up.
Welcome back, Freaky Geek. I was
Welcome
before
back.
You on that. I was paying attention.
You weren't paying attention?
I was. I welcomed Lucinda back before you said anything.
Oh. Did you hear that part of the story?
About
Bloody Mary?
Yeah. That I don't believe that. I don't.
Right. Legend says an old crypt in Oak Grove Cemetery is the final resting place of Mary Worth, an axe-murdering witch who would not only curse the town when she was executed for her crimes, but went on to become the inspiration for the urban legend of Bloody Mary.
I can see where the inspiration came from, I guess. You get a crazy bitch with an axe, something's bound to happen.
True. Oak Grove is also said to be the site of ritual sacrifices in the 19th century. Those who conducted the sacrifices, local lore says, are buried upright in the cemetery around their altar. Nellie Horan, suspected of murdering her parents and siblings with a strychnine poisoning between 1882 and 1884.
Strychnine.
Okay. Is buried in Calvary Cemetery. Authorities thought someone was out to get the family, but they didn't suspect it was an inside job. That changed when, after the death of Nellie's sister Anna in November 1884, a witness reported seeing Nellie purchase rat poisoning just a few days earlier at the drugstore. Funeral preparations were halted and an autopsy was revealed. And of course, the rat poisoning was in the deceased's stomach. Nellie stood trial in February 1885. She testified that she brought the poison to kill the rats at the office of the Whitewater Register, where she worked. She was acquitted due to insufficient clear evidence and lived well into her 70s. Another notable cavalry instrument is Myrtle Shawd, the poison widow, and her husband Edward, whom she murdered with strychnine in 1922. My name's not Myrtle.
Yeah, my name's not Edward.
Morris Pratt himself is buried in the Hillside Cemetery, but for a man who dedicated his life to communication from beyond the grave, he's been surprisingly quiet. A few miles south of the city in Whitewater Lake, where fishermen in 1923 claimed a large creature with tentacles overturned their boat and dragged them under. They fought against it and eventually broke free, but found themselves covered in small bite marks. Residents of Whitewater Lake also tell the story of a series of strange, unspecific events that happened over the summer of 1944. To make it stop, men from the area gathered in a small local cemeteries where they are said to dug up all the coffins there. Each one had been buried vertically in the ground. The men brought the coffins back to the lake, weighed them down with rocks, and threw them in. That put an end to whatever strange occurrences have been plaguing those who lived on the lake. That's creepy. Decades later, in 1992, 3 Whitewater students who were renting a house on a lake stumbled upon a late-night ritual being performed on the beach by 4 men dressed in strange black clothes. They were chanting and swaying. At first, the students thought the men were drunk, but then a thick fog rolled in from the lake and a green light glowed through it. We heard the water start splashing and this deep gurgling noise, the students said. Their names were withheld from the reports as they were scared and wished to remain unidentified for their safety. We all just looked at each other, but when we heard the slurping sound and saw something coming out of the water, we ran like hell. Another resident also witnessed the incident and called the police. They weren't able to respond right away, but by the time they arrived in the morning, the group was gone. On the beach, however, they found small bones and rocks arranged in strange patterns in the sand. Cult activity was suspected, which had also been prevalent in the area just a few miles away, where the Beast of Bray Road was terrorizing residents of the Elkhorn community. I don't know, freaky geek.
Yeah, I was going to say it runs hot. I don't know.
So this was a sketch done by the police department of the ritual that was being done.
Can you scroll that picture up a little bit? That looks like it's just, you're right, a seance, but where's the green glow?
I think that's what this is supposed to be. I think this is the fog rolling in.
No. I'm not asking where it's at in the picture. It's like, so if this stuff, then you're doing satanic stuff?
They're just doing real ritualistic stuff. Isn't satanic stuff.
I'm just asking.
I know, but I'm just saying, rituals aren't satanic.
I didn't say they were. But now you got fog rolling in. You got green.
Obviously,
glow.
whatever it is like they had this thing coming out of the water.
The Loch Ness Monster.
Maybe.
No, Swamp Thing.
Maybe. And then down the road, you got the Beast of Bray Road. That's kind of freaky that all these little things are happening all around there. It says, did experiments to pierce the veil and reveal mysteries of the spirit world inside Pratt's restricted inner sanctum open doors for sinister energies to take hold in Whitewater? Or was that town's unusual history, as it whispered around the UW Whitewater campus year after year, is filled with just enough mystery that our imaginations can't resist filling in the blanks? How much communication, if any, the students managed to experience between the spiritual world and themselves is unknown. The Whitewater Register wrote in 1972, "We can be certain, however, that legends surrounding the Pratt Institute will be alive in Whitewater for many years to come." And that's the end of that one.
Freaky Geek says it's really hard to see color in black and white video photos.
That's just the thing that the cops sketched out. It wasn't a photo.
But he doesn't know how messed up my mind is.
True.
I see a whole lot of colors in that. But no, that is it is really interesting. I mean, for all these incidences to happen within a few miles of each other inside this town, it would make one definitely.
Do you think did it turn into a town like in Kentucky, like Hellier?
Maybe that's where it all began. I mean, you think about it. Because Hellier, everything happened around that town.
Right.
But the main part was focused in Hellier. Kind of like what's happening with this.
Right. Or do you think that like all
There's something good with blotter paper.
Do you think that all like this all manifested? Do you think it came from the school, or do you think it came from?
I think it came from outside of the school.
Yeah, that's the feel I get too.
And it's almost like somebody might have failed the school, got kicked out of the school, couldn't afford or couldn't prove themselves worthy to go to that school. It is where it might have stemmed from.
Yeah.
Well, Eli, I really don't know how you put your eyeballs in your mouth to see your back tooth. No, Eli, I know. We talked the other day, and I understand you got a bad tooth.
That sucks. Definitely. The tooth fairy will come. Okay, so the next one on the list is The Curse of the MAYNOOTH Ghost Room.
Okay, now hold on. Before she goes on with this story, I really need to know. It fell out. Oh, it fell out. Oh, that's how you're looking at your tooth. I got it now.
So what do you got to really know?
Well, I just want to know, am I messing up our show or am I doing okay?
I think he's doing okay. What do you guys think?
Well, I just asked him that.
Yeah, that's true, you did.
See, apparently I ain't doing that good. You got to repeat what I'm asking.
Like you all it wrong. No.
like you all can't hear me or something. Oh no, freaky! No taking over. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Nicole.
I think he's doing a great job.
Oh no, I had the missile. Because bombs blow up. Sorry, that's an inside joke. It's one for a day where we can all just sit down and tell stupid stories.
Yeah.
Okay, on with the last story.
Not the last story.
Oh God, I'm dying for a cigarette.
He's got to get used to the no smoking policy.
Oh no. See what she don't get is I'm only the co-host. I can get up and go have a cigarette any damn time I want.
Hey,
hi,
Terry.
Terry and Al.
How are you? No, not that, Andy.
Oh my God. All right, go on. Will you hurry before they keep going?
Oh, that's so wrong.
Well, it's not wrong for me, Nicole. Like I said, I can get up anytime and go out and have a cigarette. She's the host.
So the curse of the MAYNOOTH ghost room. What would compel young priests in training to commit suicide in this room of Ireland's National Seminary? Almost every Irish person has been told some form of a ghost story from their granny or granddad. The Irish Mirror wrote in a recent roundup of most haunted places in Ireland, or even witnessed one themselves. In Ireland, imposing castle walls and ivory cover manors loom with gray ghosts in the warm glow of the modern world. It is a culture where folklore from the country's ancient pagan roots is interwoven with a century of Roman Catholic superstition to create a unique culture in which fairies may swap your wife or child for a changeling or an evil lookalike. And it is common knowledge that the devil lurks at Loftus Hall. Even when the hallowed vales of St. Patrick's College, Ireland, National Cemetery in Maynooth, where priests have been trained for over 200 years, a malicious spirit seems to have taken up residence. So, all right, my friends with gifts out there, okay? Let me put up this picture. Do you guys feel anything? Do you see anything? This is the Ghost Room from June 25th, 1978 edition of the Irish Independent.
All I see is your mic is muted.
You can see around it.
There. Well, I can see like an apparition there.
Can you see an apparition?
Yeah, come here. You can't see that?
You come here.
Oh, that's right. You're the host. Excuse me.
What the hell?
Look, Rick. Oh,
that looks like a paper.
No, you can't see it on this. Looking on mine, you can see an apparition there. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but
let's see what Chad has.
You see what Cynthia said? She sees it too, on the right-hand side.
Oh, all right. On the door on the right. See, I can't. Oh, I can kind of see it.
It's like you see the door frame,
yeah,
and then you see like it looks like a fireplace or whatever the hell that is.
It's a wardrobe.
It's like right in between that. There's a black box and what looks like a black shadow next to it.
Okay. I don't know. I see writing over it, so it could be.
Can you pop that picture back up on my screen so I can see it again? Okay, now you got to scroll it down so I can see.
Excuse me.
Nope, the other way. Right there. Yeah. There's it.
But see, this is an old, obviously old photograph, but you can see writing here. So I'm thinking this could be.
But that's not what.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that it right there? Is that the face?
Yes, there's an apparition standing there.
It almost looks like a geisha girl to me. I don't know. It does. I see the eyes. I see eyebrows. And I see a geisha, like she's standing there, like a geisha style.
Eli even says, that's a dress. Is it a photo, maybe a glass of wall in front? No.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's just a picture of the ghost room. This came from 1978, so that's an old photo.
Hell, I was only 8 years old.
Okay, Lucinda, that's okay. I saw that. I just happened to glance. So, see, to me, it looks like a geisha girl.
You see what Lucinda said, right?
Yeah. With her hair goes up like this and then over like this, like, how they used to wear it.
The white makeup?
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know that's what you guys were looking at. I was thinking over here.
Nicole says Eddie has seen the light. Oops, the spirits. But I was so proud of myself right there to be able to spot that.
Well, again, like I said, remember this is an old, and there's writing on there, so it could be a misprint, or not a misprint, but it's
An
from
illusion.
1978.
An illusion.
Yeah.
No, I know I seen an apparition standing there. I got 3 other people confirming it.
Okay, yes, you can see it, but it might be like something was set on it on the
Shut
photo.
up.
I'm telling you.
Keep going with your story.
The story
Double
of the ghost room.
exposure.
Let's see if Geisha girls were brought up in this. Double exposure. Yeah, yeah.
No. Shrimp. I don't know when are you doing tarot readings?
No, he's talking about Cassie. He said, "Where's oracles?"
Oh, well, I know you have oracle cards.
The story of Ghost Room was related to me by, or whoever was written this, Padraig Lawler, a scholar of theology and Irish history who studied at the MAYNOOTH University. Did I just say university?
Yeah.
I meant university. During his time there, he gleaned the ghastly details of the legend from his professors, as well as the environment where the story really came to life, in the pubs, where it was retold by locals who had far too many pints of Guinness. The history department, where Patrick spent a considerable amount of time, is headquartered in a building known as Rhetoric House. Today, the university and the seminary share a campus, but when Rhetoric House was built in 1834, it served as a residence for the priest in training. The ghost room, officially designated Room 2, is located on the same floor as the historic professor's office. It was an empty room before that, with a small altar covering the only window. A statue of Saint Joseph, the patron spirit, or the patron saint of peaceful death, occupies the altar. It's getting that time. My mouth is like blah blah. You can still see what appears to be bloodstains on the wooden floors, he told me. The first suicide happened in the early 1840s. The gruesome scene was discovered after the resident of Room 2 missed the day's lecture. When his friends went looking for him, they found him in his room soaking in a pool of his own blood from a self-inflicted gash across his throat. Room 2 was vacant for the rest of the year.
I don't know. I mean, if somebody's going to commit suicide.
Yeah, I know.
I don't see them slitting their own throat. I mean, there's crazy people, there's stupid people, but I don't think anybody's that crazy or stupid. It's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, that's hard.
You think about holding a knife to your own throat,
right?
And you're going to pull that blade, knowing now you are going to suffocate to death because you can't breathe,
right?
And you're going to bleed. No, I'm just. I don't know.
The following year, the room was assigned to a new unwitting young man who shockingly was found dead under the same exact circumstances. Throat slashed and razor in hand.
Yeah, so no, you can't, that's not a coincidence.
Sometime after that, another resident of Room 2 was found lying on the ground outside Rhetoric House after he jumped from the 3rd floor window. He was still alive, though barely. Before succumbing to his injuries, the student told the college authorities that he had seen a demonic face in the mirror that morning. He then became compelled by a powerful urge to end his life and grabbed his razor uncontrollably. Struggling against what he believed was a demonic force manipulating him to cut his own throat, he threw himself through the window to make it stop. After this incident, a priest spent a night in the room hoping to determine what was causing young men to kill themselves. According to the legend, he was so horrified by what he experienced that when he emerged the following morning, his hair had gone completely white. He was never able to speak about what he encountered that night.
It was a damn female in the room next to him. That's why they killed themselves. No.
At the time, sorry.
I just think if you can recognize that it's an evil spirit, if you can understand that it's trying to manipulate you, I think there's other ways of avoiding a situation besides jumping out a window or letting them.
No, because its force had his hand.
Right, and he jumped out. And he jumped out the window.
Trying to expel it.
Trying to stop it from happening.
Right.
So he died anyways.
Right. But he was trying. He had more. It seemed like he had more willpower than the others.
He had more knowledge of the fact that it's happening.
Right. Yeah. The others might have not have known what was going on.
Okay.
At the time, suicide was regarded as a horrifying sin, Pedrick said. The matter was covered up by the college, and the students were buried in an consecrated part of the college cemetery, away from the other graves. Room 2 was closed and eventually converted into the oratory it is today. It is also used as a history department's workroom. So if you need to make copies or pick up your graded history exams, you'll have to contend with whatever evil may still be lurking.
No, you don't. You just pay somebody else to go do it for you.
And this is what it looks like today.
I wish I could see that whole picture.
Is that better?
Well, no, because I still have your mic is muted in the
right.
middle.
There's nothing I can do about that right now, honey.
I know. The reason why I was asking is I just wanted to see if I could see like a shadow or something out of place.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But this is where that window was, because they now covered it.
Where the
statue is.
Who is that?
I don't know. I set it up ago.
Okay. Anyways, that's where the pane window was?
Yeah.
Where the kid jumped out of?
Yeah.
Okay.
When paranormal researcher
I've just seen that. I was trying to read it. I didn't know you were going on to that part. All I seen was handholds. I was like, oh, this is going to get interesting.
When the paranormal researcher Hans Holzer investigated the room with psychic Sybil Leek, which, if anybody knows about Hans Holzer, Sybil was his go-to gal, one of them, for ghost true encounters with the world beyond, they felt fear and a desire to run, as well as a strong presence around the statue of St. Joseph. That's what it is. Sybil also received the impression of a four-legged creature. And that's it.
So they seen the impression of a four-legged creature.
She got the impression of a four-legged creature.
She got the impression.
They both felt doom and run.
So that's a hellhound. If it's a four-legged creature and you feel doom and you take off running in fear for your life, what are they saying now?
Oh, Ron's just like shadows. She's right in front of you.
I know. I responded back to him.
Mm-hmm.
But they got to understand, I'm not Mr. Chaos Shadows. You need to change my damn name. See, I knew this was going to happen. Just because I put a ring on it doesn't mean she owns me.
So, I mean, it's pretty cool that it's not cool that that all happened, but I wonder if I wish I could talk to somebody that goes to school there or whatnot to see if they feel anything.
Oh,
I know.
You mean Eli with you seen with me the other night?
That's right, Andy. Hellhounds need love too.
Yeah, you're right, Freaky. Thank you. I'm glad nobody's calling me that. But was it over exaggerated that the priest's hair turned completely white overnight. I mean, that would take some serious scaring.
I mean, it had to take it definitely had to get, if Hans Holzer investigated it, I mean, he must have truly believed something was up there.
Eddie Moon, no, it does not, Terry and Al. No. Because now you're going to say Eddie Moon, I'm going to get up and drop my drawers.
No, we don't want Eddie to moon.
Eddie in that dark shadow. I know. Eli, and I'm not trying to change the subject on you guys because I know Shadows is doing her show. But the other night when we were doing our 24-hour live stream for Old-Timers, Eli
freaky,
was online with me, and he stayed for about 10 and a half hours. And I asked him at one point, I was like, would you mind if I go and have a cigarette? And he was like, no. He says, I'll sit here. I got this. So I go down. I came back in about 10 minutes. And I sit down, and Eli told me that there was a shadow standing directly behind where I was sitting when I went to go have a cigarette.
Hey, Pammy. How are you?
Hi, Pammy. I don't even know who you are, but hi. I think I did. I thank God I didn't run any of you guys off.
Oh, it's a Blackman baby.
No, we weren't recording. I don't think, Freaky. Were we?
What?
Was that 24-hour thing recorded?
Yeah, but I think YouTube cuts it off. It's on my dlive. It was, at least. I don't know. Hey, Tamara.
Freaky, I don't even know how to, I never turned my computer off because I won't figure out how to turn it back on.
So, sorry guys for breaking stream for a minute. I just got to show everybody, and I hope Ryan don't get mad at me.
This is going to be our granddaughter?
Yes.
Oh my God. There's our boy with our granddaughter.
He looks so like, what do I do? I love you, Ryan. No, he looks really good with her. Aww.
Look at that little girl.
Aww. Aww.
Hey, Ron, she kind of does a little bit.
What's that?
Ron says she looks like Shadows.
You think so?
Yeah. Little pudgy nose.
She got a butt nose? I can't tell.
No,
I have a butt nose. Both my girls have it. Ryan don't. Ryan's got the crooked Italian nose. I love you, Ryan.
Even Eli says that she kind of looks like you.
Aw, my bub all grown up. She's adorable. Sorry, guys. I just noticed that Ryan sent me my message.
That's cute, Pammy. Pammy says she just want to nibble on them cheeks.
I know. Look, she's got the Blackman hair, though.
Terry and Al says, Shadows mini-me. Well, they both nap the same.
I know. I was gonna say, gotta have that.
Even your son. Hey, you're right, Eli. But he actually looks more like his dad now than he does his mom.
Everybody says that. See, that's the one thing with my kids. With all three of my kids, they're all like, "Oh, they look just like you," until
they get older.
They see their father. And then they're like, "Oh no, they look like him." It's funny. Yeah, and Ryan's right in the middle. So it's funny because like my oldest daughter looks more like Lee, I think, my ex-husband.
Taylor looks more like you.
You think Taylor looks like me?
More like you than Danielle does.
I don't know, because everybody says Danielle's my mini me.
Everybody says every kid you have is a mini you.
But Ryan is like in between Taylor and Ryan, or Taylor and Danielle.
Sorry for breaking stream. We're having fun.
I look like my mom, but I have some of my dad's features.
Unfortunately, Ron, I look like my father, and my son.
Excuse me, yeah, spit an image of him.
Everybody thought my son was my brother. I mean, he looked.
How did you get over there?
The doctor asked me, why didn't you just lay down and have him? I had people tell me that I was lying, that he was my son.
You too, Nicole? You look like your mom, but have your dad's features. Like my dad gave me his Eddie Munster hairline, his bushy eyebrows, and his boobs. That's what I tell everybody.
I'm sorry, guys. You shouldn't have had to hear any of that.
I tell you. Okay, so the last story we got is from inside the Tallmann House. Photos from the 1988 case of the haunted bunk bed in Horicon, Wisconsin.
And where?
Horicon? Horicon?
Horkin.
Horicon?
Horkin.
Horkin?
Horkin.
Like gherkin?
Kind of.
So I'm gonna take it off of chat and show these pictures because they got rare photos. No, I'm not getting my eyebrows threaded. Nobody, no.
What the hell is that?
It's where they take that string and they freaking, no, it hurts.
Why the hell would you do something like that?
Because that's what women do.
Oh, I thought they just plucked them and
I don't
waxed
pluck
them.
them. I actually do the bad thing and I shave them.
Oh, God, no wonder why I shower when she sleeps. Okay.
So, here we go. I came out of his left foot.
I would just say I was his younger brother.
That's cute, though. So these are rare photos that have discovered from 1988 paranormal investigation of the Tallmann House and the haunted bunk beds that drove the family out of their home. So 30 years ago, on January 11th in 1988, the Tallmann fled their home in the middle of a frigid Wisconsin night to escape a seemingly evil entity that had taken up residence. In the months prior, Alan, Deborah, and their 3 children had been experiencing increasingly more harrowing events that began or escalated soon after they bought bunk beds from a secondhand shop. Okay. The story made international headlines and thrill seekers poured into the small community of Horkin in droves, hoping to catch a glimpse of the furniture flying around the house, bleeding walls, the snowblower driving itself up and down the driveway, or any of the other rumors being sensationalized by the media. The Tallmanns disposed of the bunk beds and the abandoned house. The story was featured as an October episode. I'll put chat up so you can see it right now. The story was featured in October episode of the television series Unsolved Mysteries.
I don't need to see the chat. Everything's
you got
popping up.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. The story was featured in October episode of the television series Unsolved Mysteries that same year. It was filmed on location inside the house with permission from the new owners, and the local talent was hired for reenactments. The real bunk bed, however, was long gone by then, buried in a private landfill, and I came to believe that there was no existing photos of it. Not that I assumed it would appear to be anything but an ordinary bunk bed, of course. But however skeptical I may be, curiosity gets the best of me when ghost activity is attributed to an inanimate object, especially one as mundane as a children's bedroom furniture. The Tallmann story is among the strangest paranormal cases in American history, and, since HorrorCon is mere miles from my hometown, it captured my attention as a child. I needed to see that notorious haunted bunk bed. Recently, my friend Allison Jorlin of MilwaukeeGhost.com was granted access to the files of the late Dr. Don Mueller, the Associated Professor of Social Welfare at the UW Milwaukee, and an avid researcher of the paranormal. Mueller investigated hauntings and gave presentations, complete with photos on cases he was involved in. While going through Mueller's 2000 presentation slides, Allison discovered a series of photographs taken when Mueller and several others were called by the Horkin Police Chief, Doug Glemon, to investigate the Tallmann House. The investigation. After spending time with the family, Glemon, who was the police chief, was convinced they had genuinely experienced something horrific. They were a respected and hardworking family, not to mention that since the story of a ghost house had gotten out, they had been hiding from the media in fear of being exploited. Prior to the events that drove them from the home, their pastor, Reverend Wayne Dobratz, had visited several times and blessed the house to drive out the evil. On January 25th, several weeks after the family left, Dobratz decided he wanted her to return the house to see if he could incite whatever demonic entity inhabited it. My mouth didn't want to stop going inhabited it. Glemon, unwilling to accept the idea that the house was haunted, but sure the family had experienced something traumatic, accompanied the minister along with two other officers. They were looking for recorders or projection devices, any evidence that the Tallmanns had been the victims of some cruel prank. They found nothing. Disturbed by the lack of physical evidence to explain the ordeal, Glemon called in experts to conduct a psychic investigation into the home. That's when Mueller arrived, along with a parapsychologist called Carl Schultz, a retired professor, retired professor Walter Uphoff, who had authored 2 scholarly books on apparitions, clairvoyance, witchcraft, and other paranormal phenomena. What they determined, if anything, is unclear through the attendees of Mueller's seminars, where they were likely treated to a thorough analysis of the investigation as the professor enthusiastically clicked through his slides. You all right?
No.
Okay.
My massage chair was unplugged.
Oh.
And it made me mad.
So here's the picture of the basement. Just an ordinary basement, you know. Nice basement. Nice big basement. Hey, I had that kitchen table. Ellen had been painting the basement one night, preparing to finish it and build extra rooms. When Deborah called him to help put the kids to bed, he placed the paintbrush on a tray and went upstairs. He returned about 30 minutes later to find it stuck upside down in a can of paint. That was the moment he realized something was actually going on in the house. Another time, they found basement windows had been removed and neatly propped up against the wall. There was no evidence that anyone had entered the home, and nothing was missing. Here we have the garage.
But nothing was missing.
Yeah, nothing was missing.
But somebody or something was in there.
Yeah. Deborah would sometimes hear the garage door opening and closing for no reason, and Alan was beginning to feel uneasy. He felt like something was watching and waiting for him there. When he closed the door, he felt like he was shutting himself into a tomb. Can you imagine living in a place like that? I can't imagine.
That every time you close a door, you think you went to your grave.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
You didn't know what was going to happen. And you were that frantic.
But burn the house down.
One night, Ellen returned home from work, parked in the driveway, and started walking toward the front of the door. A strange howling sound caught his attention. Then he had a voice beckoning him. It said, "Come here," real loud. He told journalist James Nelson of Milwaukee Centennial. He ran back toward the garage. Sure, someone was hiding nearby trying to scare him. Then it was glowing inside the garage, an orange red. There were flames coming out the overhead door, and there were two eyes in the windows. And here's the infamous bunk beds. Like they said, just normal, but this stuff didn't happen until they purchased this bunk bed.
So you're talking about the glowing eyes through garage door windows, right?
Right.
So could it be possible that if these bunk beds were actually possessed, that it created his garage door to be a portal way to hell?
Maybe. Oh, here's more pictures. I didn't know they were sharing one. Apparently that's where the bunk beds sat.
Okay, you can see him.
I'm taking it he's probably the police chief, or he might be the police chief.
Now, I'm taking the taller guy in the background.
That's what I was thinking too, but you never know.
But what is that, the garage?
It looks like, yeah, they're in the garage.
Okay.
So it says, one night, not long after moving into the house, Alan and Deborah hired a babysitter and went out for dinner. When they returned later that night, the babysitter was upset. She claimed a kitchen chair suddenly started rocking back and forth while she and their 7-year-old son sat at the table playing a board game. She said it bounced around, then stopped. The next morning, their son corroborated what she had said, but nothing happened for months after that. Alan and Deborah bought the bunk beds to accommodate their 2 young daughters. They moved the older boy into the smaller room, and their girls got his old room. The first night after the switch, Deborah tucked him in and turned on his clock radio to play music until he fell asleep. Not long after, he came out and said the radio station had changed. Deborah got him back into bed and turned the radio back on the station it had been on. He came back out a few minutes later, frightened. He said the station changed again, and this time he watched the dial move on its own. 7-year-old boy being scared like that.
That's going to be traumatic.
Yeah.
For the rest of his life. I mean,
the boy soon became uncomfortable sleeping in his room, kicking and screaming whenever it was time for bed. So it sounds like they might have had something there, and then the bunk beds triggered something sinister.
Yeah. It would be, I understand what you're saying, but it's hard to say if there's a spirit there and then an object will trigger a sinister spirit over a spirit that was already, or was this spirit actually evil and it just needed them bunk beds to make it more powerful?
Right. As the summer of 1987 progressed, into fall, restless nights became common for the whole family. Alan and Deborah would hear the youngest daughter talking and giggling at night. They thought she was playing with toys, but the late night conversations progressed into nightmares, and she started running into her parents' room, telling about the sound she was hearing. "Don't you hear it?" she would ask. Things were fine during the day, but in the sunset, so did the oppressive feeling of something sinister occupying the Tallmann home. The family has many sleepless nights, and tensions were running high. The increasing violent activity escalated through Christmas and into the new year. Alan was at work on January 11th, 1988, when chaos erupted at home. What did you do?
What do you mean, what did I do?
It says chaos erupted at home.
Where? Oh, what you just read.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't do any goddamn thing. I'm just sitting here.
A teenage relative of Alan's was over helping Deborah with the children. It was bedtime, and he was getting the kids into bed when he began shouting for Deborah. Something had manifested itself, and all the kids saw it. They were hysterical. After everything that happened, Deborah couldn't bring herself to even go down the hallway into the bedroom. Panicked, she rushed everyone out the door, got them in the car, and they fled. And that was the last they stepped foot in the house, basically.
So that was kind of like the poltergeist.
Yeah.
Where they got in the car, went
Just
to the
left.
hotel, and that was that.
That was it.
And
Done.
then but you remember, he took the TV and pushed it out onto the walkway.
Right.
I mean, there's a couple of things about that story that, I mean, when you have a babysitter telling the parents what has happened, and then the very next morning, your 7-year-old child gets up and collaborates everything the babysitter said. Now, at the age of 7 years old, if I'm going to try to convince you to remember this is what you need to tell your parents tomorrow, you're going to wake up, you ain't going to remember that. Hell, we have troubles remembering that much information.
Right.
So you would definitely have to lean towards the fact of it's true.
No problem, Freaky Geek. Thank you for coming in. Take
Freaky
care and
Geek.
have a good day.
Good seeing you.
I missed that. Hold on.
Thank you, Freaky Geek.
I asked if there was a timer to put lights on TV.
Things going in the tire.
No, oh, did that happen to you, Pammy? I totally missed everybody's conversation. I'm so sorry.
Somehow I missed this too. Yeah, I think I was actually tied up in that story. Pammy, I asked if there was a timer to put lights on TV on. Okay, I get the timer part. So
hold on, I'm scrolling up to see.
Hold on. So that they're on while you fall asleep. We're lying tired with flashing lightning from top to bottom. I am so confused.
Oh, I get what you're saying. So you would ask if there's a timer on to put lights on our TV.
Oh, to figure out if it was turning on or off by itself, if it might have been on a timer.
Right.
But the part I'm confused about then is what is while flash lightning from top to bottom? Yeah, I'm confused. Eddie, I'm going on Wednesday instead of tomorrow, bro. Not a problem, Eli. And I thought it was actually July 15th, but I'll do it whenever you want.
So, Pammy, do you want to explain the pictures? Do you want to, if I put the link in chat, do you want to come up?
Pammy said she's talking about her friend's neighbor's house.
Oh, okay.
Like it was lighting up. Did it look like it was lighting up with lightning strikes on the inside, or am I getting that right?
I'm going to put the link in chat.
Okay, brother. Okay, so I'm getting it right so far. Apparently her friend's neighbor's house was lighting up like it was being struck inside by lightning.
Oh, wow. That's wild. And Lil Red, are you still here? Because I'm going to share your picture. I mean, you told me it was okay to share, but...
It's always nice to ask. Okay, Pammy, I think I figured out what you're talking about now. Inside my neighbor's house, from every room, there was light illuminating, like there was a big lightning bolt that struck.
Wow, that's wild. So here's a picture from Little Red. I don't think I can zoom it in. I'll try to, though. No, it's just going to bounce it back.
We got windows, everything, furniture flying. Oh my God, Pammy. Pammy saying she's basically witnessed a poltergeist.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely. Wow, that's creepy.
Whew. Okay, I go live too, but not until about 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
That's 4 p.m. our time.
Yeah.
See, excuse me, folks. I still got to get used to all the different times. See, Terry and Al, you're 4 hours ahead of us. Eli is only an hour ahead of us. So it's like you got to try to break down and figure out who's where and when.
I don't blame you, Pammy. I mean, I'd be scared, but my curious ass would be like there every day.
I wouldn't even have wanted to live in the same neighborhood, Pammy. I would have been, I'd have been gone.
I'm the cat that curiosity killed.
But I would have been gone. I don't think I've ever witnessed anything poltergeist, but I know where I have set something down and I've come back and it's nowhere near where I laid it down. So, I mean...
Well, you've experienced my scullies going on walkabouts.
Oh, yeah. I found one... Shadows has all these little scullies. I think there's a 12 total. Close to 12, something like that.
10.
Okay, it did 10. Yeah, all right.
11.
All right, now we're up to 11. So I'm going to say we have 12 of them. And the other day, when my computer arrived, her new monitor arrived. Yes, her new monitor. So I get all the hand-me-downs, but I had to rearrange some things. And lo and behold, here's one of these scullies just sitting on the floor under the desk. Like, no big deal. He disappears. I'll find him in the living room. So, I don't know. Maybe I don't drink enough. You guys have been so cool. I lived in another townhouse. Was it deep in woods? Had a dog, man.
Oh.
My pathfinders stood sleeping in the case. Ooh, that.
Tammy said I lived in another town.
I know. I just read that.
I know, but I'm reading it for the people that on podcast. I lived in another townhouse. Was deep in woods. I had a dog man 4 feet from my Pathfinder. I was stuck sleeping in it because keys and purse, all the windows were open, including the moonroof. No one came to see why I wasn't in the house. The Chinese food. Hey man, when it comes to like dog man and stuff like that, yeah, definitely. I definitely would be like, I ain't moving.
So I'm guessing if all the windows and the moonroof was open, your keys were in your purse, but they weren't in the vehicle with you. They were inside the house or the restaurant, one or the other. I don't know. I'm just taking it you didn't have your purse and your keys with you. I mean,
no, it's 4 foot from her Pathfinder.
But she said, "Oh, all right. Oh, she was in the house, or no, she was deep in. Yeah, okay. She was in her townhouse, and she could see.
No, in the way back of the car, with food on. Oh, she was on the way back with the car with food and purse.
Okay, why didn't you roll up the windows and close the room roof?
I'm sure she did.
She just said she didn't.
No, she was saying while she was driving, everything was open.
And this thing just popped up 4 feet away.
I would be like, no.
No. She's saying no. So you was in the car. Did you just bring food back, or are you traveling back with it? Keys and purse with food was in bag. I'm confused.
Her keys.
Were in her purse in the back of the vehicle with the food.
Right. She was in the front seat, but her keys to the house and everything were in her purse.
Your car keys are in your purse. They are in the back of the vehicle.
Not the car keys, the house keys.
Well, then if you... Did you roll up the windows and close the sunroof? Or moon roof, or whatever you call it. I guess at night it's a moon roof.
Well, Eli's up. Eli's up.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up?
What's up, Eli?
Paranormal time, yeah.
I forgot my cigarettes in front, so Oh.
You get it now?
Yeah, now I'm starting to understand. She walked around to the back of her vehicle. Now I'm starting to understand it. Okay.
Nice.
Nope, all keys was in back with food.
Hey, what's up, Nicole?
Open. And you were sitting in the driver's seat. See, now I get confused again. Why would you be in the driver's seat and your keys are in your purse all the way in the back with all the windows?
Because, see, she said she forgot her cigs, so she was...
So you forgot your cigarettes.
Were in the front seat.
Hey, Terry.
She was going to the back to get the food. Let me make sure I got this right. She had forgot. She was getting out of the car, getting the food, and putting her purse,
Cigarette, or not the cigarettes, the keys she had now put in her purse.
Right.
Then she realized I forgot my cigarettes and had to go back around to get in the vehicle. Okay,
yeah.
Pammy, I am so sorry. I'm not trying to judge you. I am not the brightest crayon in the box.
I'm not either.
So, did you get to eat your food?
Yeah, that's what I said.
I would have been too scared to eat.
No, I would have been like, nah, I'm out of here. The food can stay in the car until morning. I got money. I can go buy some more.
Well, I mean, when you get something like that close to your vehicle, no.
It's too scary. I couldn't do it. Like, I mean, if I see something like that.
Andy says, at least I'm in the box. I don't even know what that means. But, no. Oh, crap. Did you charge them?
It took their food. Oh my God!
It took the food? What?
That's what Pammy just said.
Oh no!
Even that catch window was open. Pammy, you got more guts than I probably do, because I think I would seriously, and sorry for my language, I would have just shipped myself and called it a day.
I got a question for Pammy. What kind of food was it? Okay, well,
it was Chinese.
I was Chinese, so I didn't catch I was in the bathroom and stuff.
Yeah, it was Chinese food.
Ooh, man, I would have fought for that.
Oh.
You might have died hungry.
No, real, I know, right?
Oh, even back hatch window was open. I mean, you couldn't even. Oh my God!
Never
Pammy, like I said, Pammy got more guts than I got.
Yeah,
because I would have screamed like a little schoolgirl. I would have crapped my pants and passed out.
No, you wouldn't. If you saw this, oh hell no! I'd be like,
yeah, that's what would make me do
take
it.
off. Nah, hell no.
Yep, nope.
I don't care. Even if it's a ghost, I would have been like, nah. If
I'm good.
if there was a monster behind my my windshield, and I'm like, what the hell was that?
I know, Pammy. That's what I'm saying. You had more guts than me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a 50-year-old man. I've served in the Marine Corps. I fought in the war. But if something like that ever happened to me, I would stick my own head up so far up my ass that I couldn't see anything because I'd be that scared.
So they didn't even at least leave you an egg roll at least? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, come on. How about a fortune cookie?
Exactly.
It used to be like that with ghosts.
He breaks it open and says, die. Nah,
You used to be that way with ghosts.
Yeah. I told Eli about the story.
Yeah.
Of us going downstairs when all the lights were off, knowing nobody's down there, and that handle jiggled.
Yeah.
I told him I just about jumped into your fucking arms and took off.
I know. But you used to be
Hey,
scared
Mr.
like
Minker.
that.
Mr. Minster. What's up, buddy?
Mr. Minster, sorry.
I shared your pictures.
Yeah.
I hope don't be mad at me.
We put all her pictures up on the feed today.
Aw, she's so precious, right?
You made everybody going, aw.
Oh,
She's so precious. I got a nickname for
she
her.
looks like you. She
You
does,
do
huh? Yeah.
Why would I be mad?
I don't know. Because I didn't ask you if I could put Sharon.
You know, Pammy, what else are you going to do at that point? Well, you're right, Ron. I probably would have.
I would have took off. I would have ran. No, not really know how to run, but I would have ran.
Congrats, Daddy Ryan. That's what Pammy does.
She's so precious. I already got a nickname for her.
Oh God! Oh God!
Oh boy, here we go. It's gonna make you tear up.
Probably.
No. Well, I told you why. I'll go down the list of why my kids have their nicknames.
Well, I know. Well,
You know.
Okay, you got to tell them.
My oldest has her nickname because I'm a huge Sonic fan and I love Tails. And we said, we named our first child Taylor.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you so much, Ron.
Thanks, Ron.
And
oh, here we go.
Bet.
Taylor got her nickname. Her nickname's Tails for me because of Sonic's Tails. Ryan, I remember when I carried Ryan, I was like, no, this kid's not going to be, and I found out it was a boy. I said, this kid's not going to be a mama's boy.
Everybody wants you to skip telling this story and say what the damn nickname of the baby is.
No,
even Ryan says, just spit it out, Ma.
Just spit it out. Dude.
When I carried Ryan, I was like, he's not going to be a mama's boy. There's no way. There's no how. There's no way. Right? Until they placed him in my arms. Now, I looked at him and I was like, you bring home any tramps or any sluts? But from that moment on, he was my bub. That was just it. He was my bub. And then with my youngest, Danielle, her nickname is Bug. And the reason being is her, how they wrap them all up in a blanket when they're born and everything. She looked like a little glowworm.
Aww.
And so when I saw her, my granddaughter, so weird to say, but it's the first thing that came to my mind was she's going to be my little pixie butt.
Your little what?
Pixie butt.
Pixie butt.
Yeah.
Pixie butt.
She's going to be my pixie butt.
One thing that I am, I think, truly grateful for is...
So I didn't give you a nickname?
Well, no. But, over the past 9 years, I've been able to call Mr. Minkster, my stepson. I think I am the only one that can get away with calling him kid.
Kid.
He's 23 years old. He's got his own family. He's in the, and I still call him kid, but he lets me. But I don't think anybody else can get away with that.
Maybe my
You old
son.
shit. Andy.
Well, that's like when I had a good friend named, his nickname was Hambone, and he was a big guy. He was a biker guy. Yeah, no one else can call me kid, and it still sticks dear to my heart, Ryan. It really does. And now Hambone, he was a big guy, not fat, but he had a child, and we were at the hospital, and I looked at that baby and I says, "Oh, look at little pork chop." Instantly, that name stuck, and that baby has kept that nickname since. Oh God,
That was way before me.
it has to be almost 24 years now.
Wow.
And his nickname has always been Pork Chop.
Yeah, you must have been eating the pork chop at that time.
Well, his daddy is Hambone.
His dad's nickname's Hambone.
Oh.
And the baby was a little chunky like his dad. So I said, "Oh, look at little Pork Chop."
Nice.
Thank you for sending me those pics, though, Rye. I love them. Love them.
When is the taller? They call me Twink. Oh,
That's so
my
funny.
God.
That's so funny because my best friend, that's what my mom called her. Robin, my best friend Robin, was Twinkle Toes.
Yep.
You don't know what I
What's that?
I said, you don't want to know what I nicknamed my daughter.
Why not? It can't be that bad.
It's called,
if you gave her the nickname.
It's called pinche. That means she's always in trouble. Like she's a pain in the butt. Well, it meant something else. To me, it means something
Did you
different.
just hear her? Was that your child?
Nah. Well, there's kids in the background. That's my sister's kids.
Okay. I was like, I heard a child.
Oh, but still,
saying, no, I'm like, wait a minute.
I remember tomorrow, so there was a little girl behind me one night on a live stream. Actually, it was on yours, I think. No, was it? Oh, no, they said they seen a little girl on my panel, like right behind me, and there was no little girl. It was it was middle of the night, like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not.
No, you're good.
Ron, I would never want the nickname Bubba.
Ah, Bubba, get it?
Yeah, I get it. That's why I said I would never want that nickname.
Ryan's was never Bubba. It was just Bub. My Bubbers.
Shit. Oh, my Bubba.
Aw, Tiny Roar.
Holy Christ, Nicole. Nicole chasing people with a hatchet at the age of 3.
That's like my best friend Robin, too.
Damn, Lorraine Bobbitt.
Yeah, right? Well, no. Because
I didn't mean like that.
No, she actually helped him. When they found his penis, when they found it.
Yeah, I remember that.
They reattached it with more, and he made porn movies.
Damn.
So,
yeah, damn. I remember that.
I thought I was Chinese in what until I was a teenager. I thought I was Chinese and called Oi. I don't know. You know what?
You sounded Chinese a minute ago.
I have trouble speaking English.
oh, that's because he had an Uncle Ron. Okay, I get that. I get that.
I bet.
What did I miss?
Because Ron was called Bubba because he had an Uncle Ron.
So
you know.
I'm sorry, Ron.
That makes sense.
I'm sorry, Ron.
See, I apologize to everybody.
But no, sorry.
No, this is the first time I'm doing a live
I'm
stream
kidding, Ron.
with shadows. And she's giving me the chat boxes.
It's your fault, Eddie. You making me be like
I
this.
know it is.
No.
Oi, you. Oh, no, oi, you, Andy.
Yeah.
See, I hear that a lot. Uh-oh. Don't bring up Jeff Dunham.
Oh,
He
yeah,
is
he's
my
good. Yeah.
all-time favorite.
Same.
All-time
I want the jalapeno though. That's awesome.
You mean the jalapeno on his
Yeah,
steak?
yeah, jalapeno on a stick. Oh yeah. I'm gonna buy me one day.
No, I love peanut. Peanut, and
Peanut,
Walter.
yeah.
Peanut and Walt. Oh, now I kind of like Bubba, the alcoholic NASCAR fan.
Oh yeah, him.
All right, guys. I'm gonna peace out. It's 12:07.
Well,
No, I'm gonna peace out. I didn't say you
well,
had.
then you're not going to be my co-host. If you're going to cut out early,
You
that's
gotta go
bullshit.
all the time.
No, see, it's a 2-hour format, and we're already past 2 hours.
Well, I can't help it if you won't shut up.
I'm going to have a cigarette.
Okay, he'll be back.
So, Pammy, while you're here, I wanted to share. Are you still here, Pammy? Hopefully you are, because I want to share your pictures. Go. If you want to go, go.
No.
Then don't huff. And I want you to explain what's going on, if she's still here. Hopefully she is. I know, Andy. I'm really thinking about it.
What?
What?
That's not even funny.
Oh shit.
What, Pam? You don't have any photos or anything?
No, I have her photos that she sent. I have your photos. I can't.
She has your phone, though.
Yeah, I have your photo. But I want about the lights in the background. As soon as my computer wants to show them to me.
Rom just bang zoom to the moon.
Yeah, man.
Is it okay if I share them, Pammy? So you can explain to us what's going on? And thank you, everybody who donated over on dlive. Please remember that when I do run the credits, or I won't be running the credits today because it's not hooked up.
That's my fault.
I bet.
I will be doing before I leave off a stream.
Tammy says, yes, you can, but she's not sure what you have.
The ones with the lights in the woods.
Oh, you showed me these last night.
Yeah. See, this is going to be hard because I can't see what I'm doing here.
And now we've come to establish from a little of her story.
Oh, you have better, though?
That's from a street light, that light we're seeing there. Newer ones.
Oh, wow. Of the same thing? But these are the lights right here that you were seeing, right? Correct? Am I correct on that? I wonder what it is. If these lights are just showing up.
No, clearer, she says.
Clearer. Oh, okay. Okay. But these were the lights that she was seeing. Now is
So the yes part is that was an illuminated street light. No coffee run, screwed up dlive on thin ice, Mr. Eddie Moon. Okay. Ron, number one, I'm not your secretary.
Oh damn.
Number two, I got hairy legs. And number 3, I am not Mr. Eddie Moon.
So these are right here is these lights that Pammy was outside. Nobody was around. It was all pitch black except for the street light, obviously. And these lights were showing up.
You got to move the picture for me so I can.
I can't scroll this one.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute. Press control and you scroll to zoom. Oh.
That thing on the right face.
Oh, I see it.
Through.
You see it right there?
And there's another one right here.
No, all the way over
right
to
there.
the right.
Right there, right there. Yeah.
It's like it's looking right at her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's creepy.
You
Let me
see it?
Oh, I kind of.
See, now when you showed me these pictures last night, I did not see
I
that.
swear to God, I didn't see that either.
You see that?
Oh my God! Look, and it looks like it's
You
like
got to move it because you popped it back behind my chat box.
It's a face.
Right there.
it looks like. Doesn't it look like it's going like this?
Yeah. It does.
She has a closer one.
Oh,
I did not see that last night when you showed me these pictures.
I swear to God, that wasn't there until just now. That
Damn.
right? Oh my God, Pammy! Why didn't it?
I want to see. I want to see the closer one.
Yeah, it looks like it's got arms. Hold on, because I gotta wait until it. Why didn't all the? Where are all the other pictures?
They see that was not there last night. When you showed me this photo, you showed me these photos. That thing was not there.
Wow!
Right there was not there.
Yeah, no, that was not there.
That's crazy.
That was not there last night when Missy showed me these photos.
That's almost like a. I don't.
Okay, he could have the Chinese food. Screw that junk.
Is it?
You ain't lying.
It is.
And I'll go buy
right.
more if you want.
Exactly.
I can't tell if these are the eyes.
Yes,
It's a
Pammy,
peace
it does have
offering.
arms. I can't see what you're pointing at now. All I see is the fence.
Oh, all right. Hold on. Is that better?
That does have arms. It has legs.
Yeah,
You can
see the
see.
legs down here.
See now, after looking at this last night, no. Go all the way over to the left now. Go over to the left. Do you see the light pattern? See how it looks like it's standing upright?
Right here?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was pointing out.
Oh,
No,
okay.
Because your cursor was way over here to the right.
I see the body. I see the head.
You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
two
and
arms.
You see the definition in between two legs right there.
Yeah, it's all sideways,
The
sort of
face
like.
flowed more and
Is it?
more ran up.
Isn't it
Oh,
so
so-
sideways?
Oh,
Like-
Yeah, he's sideways. In this right here, he is sideways. He's looking like he's looking towards the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see that?
And his head's pointed. It's a pointed head, like
Yeah,
a point.
it's not like our head. It's almost got like a cone to it.
Yeah, cone. Yeah.
on the right? Yeah.
And it's weird. It's weird how
How's that looking? I can't see because I got OBS.
So there's
all
two
I
of
see
them.
Is your mic is muted. You need to scroll it back to where I can see to the left of your
I'm trying.
screen.
She wants me to scroll. Is that
Right there.
Does that work?
Look at that.
Whoa.
Now, are these the eyes right here?
Yeah,
Or
I
are
see
these
him.
eyes? I see eyes in two different places.
Wow. You do.
Do you know what I'm saying? You see that?
There's a mouth. There's the what the? There's 4 or 5. There's 3
Yeah.
eyes on the face.
Which way
The
is
mouth.
this thing looking?
This almost, if these were the eyes, it looks almost like robot like type thing, like AI type thing.
I'm just saying, when Missy showed me, when
I
Shadow
know.
showed me these pictures last night, that was not in any of the pictures.
You see a huge koala bear, Terry? I can sort of see that.
I don't. Yeah.
These
yeah.
eyes, Pammy, or the other ones? The first ones or number 2? These ones. See,
What are
these
those?
look like eyes to me too, with a nose and the mouth. And if you are listening over on podcast, on one of the podcasts or Blog Talk Radio, please feel free to head over to Shadows of the Moons on YouTube to see the pictures that I'm sharing. Ones for me are eyes. These ones right here. Yeah. It's wild. I'm trying to figure out what the hell they could be. She said their arms would. Now you can wait, because I mean, with the picture, obviously we can see like the outline of the body and the arms and the legs and that, but you could see it fully.
No,
The arms look like they're like this.
She said she didn't see it until we pointed it out.
No, there's 2 sets of eyes she's talking about.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Okay.
It does almost look like a goblin, right? Where are you, Pammy? I'm just trying to remember to see if you're in like the goblin area.
It's only got 1 set of eyes. If you sit back,
That's okay, Lucinda.
honey, sit back and look at it. It's got 2 eyes with a pointed chin, and it's got a horn on the top of its head.
Yeah, it looks like Bender with a mohawk.
Okay, Tammy, I'm going to be honest here,
Connecticut.
and I want everybody to hear, because I'm a skeptic. I'm a true hard skeptic, and me and Shadows had a hard talk last night, looking at these photos, and I just thought maybe because of the street light, it was due on some plants, and that's how it looked. But now sitting here, this photo I'm looking at right now was not in any of them pictures.
I know.
So all of a sudden it was like, well, skepticism's out the window, because where the hell did that thing come from?
So she saw it developing. She's in Connecticut. I'm trying to think.
Connecticut?
In Connecticut sightings. I'll have to look into that, but I'll check for you if you want.
Oh, what's
I
the matter,
believe
man?
it. Send them, whatever, because Wednesdays I do What Up Wednesdays, so I can share them on there if you want me to.
Wait, why are you giving up?
Oh, because she's having every time she tries to type. It's okay, Tamara. We speak Taiwanese. It's all good.
Well, see, this is why I'm glad I can talk, because my spelling sucks.
Mine does too.
Oh, I can't. Dude, I can't. I spell words the way they sound.
Well, see, when I read, I kind of get nervous when I'm reading in front of people, and I'm just like,
Well, hey, welcome back, Shrimp.
Hey, Shrimp
welcome
Shack.
back, Shrimp.
Speaking in front of people don't bother me. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of words I mispronounce and everything, but I look at it this way. If I understand what I'm saying, I don't give a damn what you think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right, Ron.
exactly.
Oh, well.
So now
Yeah.
these ones were coming up as you were seeing this one. Oh, okay, right. But Pammy, so like these ones, she said more were walking up, which that almost looks like that, like it's developing into that robot looking thing.
I think Ryan's right about Tamara.
Do you
And
see
he's
the
tall. Oh my god.
Yeah.
He is. And if you look at the head, you can actually see a full figure with like a pointed head, and,
Yeah.
and them 2 dots right there
2 eyes.
are the eyeballs. And if you go down a little bit, which is I gotta wait for stop.
Looks
Go
like
back
his
up a little.
feet. The feet. Look at the huge
back
feet
up.
he has.
Go back up. Stop. And if you look, this light green pack, you know what? I'm going to have to do this with yours
Yeah.
so I can highlight it, what I'm talking about right there.
Right here?
Looks like his chest area.
Yeah.
Right.
And then if you come down here, it looks like a bicep.
Yeah.
And then as you come down, now you hit his stomach. And now it looks
You
like
know what?
his arm.
You know what? Let me back this up a little bit. Because the way he's standing, that almost looks like a golem.
Yeah, and I was thinking that about the head shape. But then when you look, as you go down, he's got long arms. That's
Right.
the end of his hands right there.
Right.
And then you can see the split right there. See what I mean?
I wonder if, like, maybe since you said, because I read up and saw that you said about Bigfoot,
No.
if we were catching it coming into,
I don't think that's a Bigfoot. I don't
That
think
doesn't
it's a
look like a Bigfoot.
Sasquatch.
No.
I really don't.
It looks like a robot looking like creature. Like it looks,
Kind of, yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it does.
Shit, even Nicole.
But look at the big feet on him,
looks
too.
like Darth Vader.
yeah,
Kind of, in a way, it does. But if you really focus on it,
And
you
left
can
from
see the whole definition.
check that out, Ron.
Huh?
Oh, Ron said shadows that kind of looks like a creature seen in Western Massachusetts. I'll check that out. I'll look around that area for you, Pammy, if you want.
No, Pammy, we know it's not a Bigfoot.
I was just thinking because in my line of thought when it comes to Bigfoot and everything, I think he's like interdimensional. And so my line of thought, I mean, to me, it looks like a golem, the body wise, not the head so much, but maybe it's AI from the future.
AI. It may be.
No,
Who
yeah.
knows?
Hey,
He
I
likes
don't
Chinese.
A red Bigfoot? That's not uncommon. That's more like a what's the hell's the name of it?
This is big, but it's not
I can't think.
Bigfoot big.
Right.
If that may be girth wise.
Right. Yeah, that's why. I mean, it's like got a more like Buddha shape,
Yeah.
and that's what makes me think of a golem.
It almost looks like a Masonic, chiseled, like something that they honor somebody when they die. You know how they chisel it in stone?
Yeah.
Hey, Vegas.
That's kind of how that head looks.
Right. But that
Looks
other
like-
one.
It's like 11 feet. Like it looks huge. Like tall.
Yeah, he is pretty big, but that's still right there to the right, all the way over to the right.
Yeah.
It looks like a smaller one.
That's it, honey.
No, there.
Yeah.
God, right there. Leave it.
I can't. It bounces.
Oh, it bounces back? Okay. No, his face was coming from a dimension. Lights were blinking. See, that's how okay. And I'm agreeing that it wasn't a Bigfoot. Uh-oh.
Thank you. Hi, Just Jim. Thank you for donating the lemons. Welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Hello, Vegas Ghost Girls.
Hey, Vegas
hi,
Ghost
Nicole. I'm sorry. I'm slow at this. I'm new to this, and I'm just consumed with
No,
this photo.
She was saying hi, Nicole.
I know, but I didn't see him come in, so I said hi to them.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, that's just
Okay.
wild.
I take it it's just I call you Vegas.
That's what I do.
Yeah, he likes Vegas.
She.
I'm sorry. She likes Vegas.
And she's on fire.
I bet.
See, I want to see these. Now that
Look at this. I mean, if you really look at it,
now I'm like really studying them. And they were coming up one by one.
you can literally see
All right, Rod.
the form of it.
Oh, hold on a minute, guys. Sorry.
Oh, what did I do wrong?
You did it. You
I
done
know.
What you do, man? What you do?
I don't know. My kid's gonna tell his mom, and I'll know here in a minute.
Yeah, I know. I bet.
No, but these, I mean, that's just amazing. These, I can't even.
Seriously though, if you really look, you can see a full form, a whole body.
Welcome back, Jim. Yeah, I know. That's how it usually goes, right?
Yeah.
Haunted Jim, I don't know if you've been gone or welcome back.
Why, you saw one? Why didn't you ever tell me this?
What did he see?
Of a sighting.
Well, obviously.
Oh, Ron
Oh,
told me about a while
yeah.
ago.
He said this is a sketch of a sighting.
Yeah,
That's
so
what he sketched. Is that what?
No, I don't think so. Right, you got to explain this now.
Because now that looks like a Sasquatch.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, but this one looked more mechanical looking like.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Looked like an
Well,
AI.
as long as they're leaving you alone now, Haunted Jim.
Man.
I can't believe all you people actually stuck around for my first day with Shadows. You guys have been fantastic. I'll try to get better as it goes along.
You're doing fine, honey.
But yeah, that light was not there last night.
Oh, that one over there, yeah.
Yeah.
See, that changed. So look at it. It looks like the
I
eyes.
found it in our article. Kind of look. Oh, Ryan said he found a cone head like that drawing in an article, and it kind of looked like that one in the photo.
Really?
In my driveway, bushes there were 3 mini metal white and black aliens. You know what, Pammy? If I was you, I would move.
But look at this picture. Look at this one.
60 seconds.
What am I looking at?
Do you see how this is a different picture that you don't see it? Am I not sharing the screen?
Something says 60 seconds.
You got to remember.
I know.
You got to move your screen for me to see because
I know, but I got to see what the hell is going on here. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
No, you're good.
Let me know when you can see it. The
What
one
am
on
I-
the right. The one on the right.
The one that no, I'm gonna have to come over there.
Okay.
Dover
Where the
demon
eyes
looks like
were?
a small.
In the
Now it
robot?
looks like a heart.
No,
Yeah,
with
they
the
look
dark where I pointed out those 2
Up
dark
top?
eyes.
Yeah.
They're now glowing.
They're not no more. Yeah.
It almost looks like a face shape, kind of opening.
Wow, the
Look
faces,
here.
the
Looks like
mouth
it's
wasn't
cracked.
open that much either.
See what I mean?
Right.
It looks like it's opening up.
Yeah, because it wasn't that open when you
And
showed
that
us.
wasn't there 10 minutes ago.
No, it's starting to get clearer. To be honest,
What's that?
it's starting to get clear. The mouth is opening more. The eyes open more.
That's now it almost has a wasp look to it.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Haunted Jim, I can see a goat face and horns.
Wow.
But look, it's still got the arms going up. Because it looks like it's sitting there going like this.
In long arms.
I can see that now, Jim. Now that I scrolled out, I can see the horns.
I thought that was a light post right there. That's all.
No.
Right there.
No, the light that was coming in is from further to the right.
Oh, okay. That's long arms.
Yep. I don't know though. Eli might be right. That might be the light pole. No, it's
No.
not.
It's not.
Nope, because you can see the light coming in from the right there.
It's a long arm.
Maybe maybe it's holding something up.
Yeah.
Now,
Maybe-
Ryan. Sorry, I don't mean to jump back and forth. I'm just excited now. So, Ryan, why didn't you tell me about this? What is up with that, first of all? Danielle tells me about the spirits she can talk to and see, and you tell how out of everybody, why am I the last to know?
Because your mom.
Because I'm mom.
Yeah, your
You
mom.
worry too much.
Is that it?
Mom's worried.
Why do you think all males hide shit from their mom?
Damn straight, I do.
And see?
But yeah, those are pretty wild, Tammy. If you have more that you want to send, I'll definitely, no doubt, share them out.
And I'm gonna honestly apologize, Pammy. Last night, when me and Shadows were looking at them and discussing it, I was in true doubt that any of that was real, because I seen the way the light was coming in, and I thought maybe there was just moisture, on the leaves and that, and it made it look like that. But then that photo of that wasp face showed up out of nowhere. Okay, you know what?
No problem, no problem, Little Red. I was showing
Hello,
you,
Red.
but I wanted you to explain it. Do you want to come up real quick and explain it? And then we'll go ahead and end the stream. But yeah, Pammy, whenever you want to send me pictures and that, paranormal stuff gets shown on Mondays, UFO and alien stuff. Which,
Gotcha, right.
I mean, this I just wanted to share anyway.
But this here is now as Pammy. Yeah, I can't doubt you. I mean, I seen an image in a photo that appeared today that wasn't there last night. So,
Okay, so
Oh, I like that. That's pretty cool. Shadows the moon.
You like that?
I like that picture. It's cool.
I gotta find where the hell is my.
Now I wonder what Eddie's gonna have. Something cool like
Nothing.
that, like a guy. Something like
Nothing.
a guy holding a knife or something like that.
no,
That's cool,
Give me
dude.
one
Should.
second.
she'll put a picture up of me with a gun to my head.
Walk, walk. I bet.
Lit High, you're right. The longer we're locked down, the more activity there is, because we are dwelling on their territory.
I'm just waiting for Little Red to come up. This is her picture.
You're in Newtown, Connecticut. Uh-oh. Thank you, Freaky Geek.
Thank you, Freaky Geek.
Here they come again. I was born and raised in
Did you get the link?
Erie, Pennsylvania, Pammy.
I sent the link. Hold on a minute. I'll do it again.
Yeah, just scroll up a little more.
Ooh.
I put it in chat, Little Red.
There
That made me laugh.
No, now it just popped up.
I know. I put it in chat before, though.
But it didn't come up.
It did. I saw it in chat.
It didn't come up on mine. See how I'm going to get treated?
I bet. Eli, did you get the pic? No, I didn't get the picture.
Pammy, where in PA does your friend live?
You sent me pictures on the phone, Ron, or he did?
Okay, Pammy, hurry back.
Okay. Hurry back, Penny.
I don't remember seeing no pic, Ron.
I really want a cigarette on it.
We're almost done. After Little Red comes up to explain this picture,
Sorry.
My
Ron, I
first-
didn't get your picture. I'm sorry.
My first day, and she's making me work overtime.
Not bad. Not having a
No.
cigarette.
I don't get paid. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. 2.5 hours with a cigarette. I'm ready to fucking punch somebody.
There she is. Welcome, Little Red.
Hey, Little Red.
Hello.
I don't see anybody.
She's up on the panel with us.
All I got is a black square.
Peekaboo.
Not bad.
More white dot. Okay, I'm sorry.
How dare you? You know?
All I see is a black square with a white dot in the middle of it.
Yeah, that's Flo Red.
Well, she looks a little white.
Ah,
Oh my
there
God.
she is.
Look at that. How are you?
So go ahead and explain this
Hello.
picture to us.
Alright, so what's the picture?
Wait a minute. I can't hear her.
Yeah, you're hard to hear, hon.
Alright, hold on. Let's see if we can switch. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was, of course, on vacation in Florida, and the first thing I was hearing, like, pitter patter of steps. So at 3:10 a.m., I went into the living room while everybody's in bed, and I'm hearing my spirit, my son that's passed away, Gavin, was giggling and laughing, and I took a picture facing the TV. The TV wasn't on, and the TV's clean because they clean those condos. And I just had a little light on my side, and you can literally see the little girl, her hand looks like she's coming out of the TV. Her hand's gripping on the bottom of the TV.
Oh, wait. Is she like looking down?
Okay, I want to see it again.
I'm not seeing anything.
Oh, I could probably share the picture.
Yeah, because I can't see anything. That's why I was just like, where?
I know. I'm looking. I'm like,
Okay,
Yeah.
where's the TV now?
Okay, you're looking at the TV. That little black thing is the TV. Like
what little black thing?
Just
The TV. The square.
I see
Right
two
here, right
black
here.
things.
Right here.
Yeah, that's the TV. It's the whole TV.
See the
Oh, so
left?
it's a big screen.
Yeah, her hands
Okay.
coming on the TV.
Wow.
Ledge.
Oh crap!
And her face right there.
Yep, and my Gavin is on the right of her with my spirit wolf, because my wolf's there too.
Is this a video or a picture?
This is a picture.
That's funny because I can still see shadows moving on
yeah,
next.
like,
Really?
crazy.
You can see the shadows moving as this is posted right there. You can see shadows moving.
Wow.
Yeah, her head's just a little bit moving. Her hand's on the edge of the TV. My Gavin's there with my spirit wolf on the right, and then she has a man behind her, and the man wouldn't let me figure him out, just the little kids. And they were opening up my cabinets, and they stopped when I tried to record the cabinets, but I have video of my dog like looking at the door, and she was playing with the curtains. So I was like, if there's a spirit here, like she wouldn't tell me her name, she just giggle and play. But yeah, that's
Oh, I see the face. Yeah, I do.
What part of Florida?
I was in Winter Garden, which is a little bit outside of Orlando, by Kissimmee.
Yeah, I lived 13 years in Sarasota.
Those shadows are moving.
I know. Do you see it too?
I see the face right there. Then I see, oh my, I see one face right here, and then I see another face. It's going up. Oh my god, what the hell? You gotta send me that picture, Little Red, because I gotta look at it
You
closer.
can actually see, honey, shadows still moving in this.
Hey, jazz it up.
Yeah, I just want to look at it more. You know what I mean? I'm interested now.
Well, yeah, because I just edited my video last night with it.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't go down there for paranormal. I was with the.
It feels like Sorry.
No, I met Patty from the G Team, the Raptor Girls.
Sweet.
They were going to hook up with me, but never did. So I have theme parks, and then I wasn't expecting to have paranormal in my condo. Like, this is a resort, and everybody's like, you should have stayed free because it was haunted. I'm like, but spirits are everywhere.
I'm going to let you know, down near Orlando, that is an area that is very, very heavily haunted. It's a lot of lives have been lost in Orlando, Florida, and around that surrounding area.
Yeah.
And if you do a little research on it, you're going to be surprised to find out how many lives were actually lost down there.
Can you see all those faces on there?
Yes, and I thought
they're just forming left and right.
I can see her the most. Like, I can see, because she's like in the white.
But they keep moving.
They keep moving.
Yeah, the girl's the white. Gavin's on the right of her because he's with my wolf, and you'll see.
Yeah, I see him.
I think Gavin is the one that is the one that keeps moving.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's with the wolf, which is my spirit animal, and then the girl has a man behind her, like he's above her a little bit. Like, I don't know if he was related.
But the part I'm confused about is this is a picture, not a video.
He's not used to it.
So how do they keep moving?
They're moving.
When you're looking at a photo, they're
Because
moving.
Because Gavin knows you're looking at him. That's the
Yeah, I see Gavin.
Well, Gavin can stay there.
Yeah, he's right there. Like I see. Oh man, I see him. But then he disappears.
If I could cover it with my I see the wolf.
I see Gavin.
Look directly to the right. You can see.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, the wolf. I see the wolf.
Gavin's always with my
Oh man, I just want to stare at this picture all day long and be like, "Hey, there goes." That's all. Just like hook me up with a picture.
Yeah, and I went outside to do because I didn't want my kids here, and I
Right
did
there.
a spirit.
See the eyes and his snout.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
The girl said she was buried. I did a spirit box. Like I said, I have a video that I can drop whenever.
See, if I could use my mouse,
What?
She said
I would be able to point it out.
I don't know if the girl was buried on that land of the resort, but there was like buried and like it was like hey, and she kept on calling me mom.
Tamara, can you see me? No, I see Gavin. Then but he disappears.
Now, Lil Red, was anything like on the floor? Like what would she be grabbing for? Do you know what she was grabbing for? Maybe.
There was a stand underneath of it.
Well, Jazzy, I hope you get everything working fine.
The TV was sitting on the wall. I'm sitting on the couch, and there's a stand right underneath there. Like I think there was our mask there.
Okay.
Wow.
So she might have been interested in those.
But instantly, I just all of a sudden seen the wolf.
Yeah, he's always with me.
But I just don't understand how a still photo can move.
I love his reaction to things.
I mean, think about it.
I love showing people that they're like, what is going on? Is that like, and I'm like, you know, it's a spirit because that white hand is literally gripping the bottom of the TV.
Yeah.
So that's
Ooh,
what's right in the middle there.
Look at I see Gavin. I just can't see what you're talking about with the little girl.
That's what's in the middle there.
Yeah.
That's a hand.
Yeah, coming out of the coming out of like kind of what you saw in the wall.
Oh,
but I can't see that though.
No,
I see.
You can.
Can you zoom in?
I can try, but it keeps bouncing me back.
You can. No, actually.
Yeah, it's not gonna let me.
Do you see, Eli, how it's black? It's got a little gap, and then it's black again.
Yeah.
Okay, that little gap isn't a gap.
This is her hand.
That's her hand.
Oh, I see it now. Okay.
And see, she's like looking down. Sorry, Laura.
Oh, she is looking down. I see it now.
Yeah, above her is a man. I don't know if he's related to her or protecting her.
Is it? It's that face with two eyes, right? On top of that circle.
Above, like his friend here.
Yeah, I see him with two eyes.
But I seen the wolf right there to the right.
I see the hand now.
I even ran around and I pointed out to Missy real quick, her shadows, so she knew that.
Tomorrow.
Look. What am I missing? Please, Pammy, if anything, call me Eddie. Not Ed, not Edward. Somebody was followed. And I want to thank whoever it is.
Thank you. Thank you for the follow.
That was cool.
But please just either Eddie or Chaos. Whoa, hold up.
I already got it. Don't even pay attention.
You know what? It's not worth my time.
See, now the face went all the way on top, like the wall. The ceiling, sorry.
He's standing above her. His head is just to the left of hers. And it's almost like they're sitting for a portrait. Am I right, Whip?
Yeah, they're like sitting there, but the little girl was like, they were playing, and I caught them right as they were going by.
And the wolf is down here on the right-hand side. I can see his eyes. I can see his snout.
I do see the snout,
He's white.
and I do see the hand.
You see the bright of his face because he's a white wolf.
Yeah, I do see that.
That is an interesting picture.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's pretty cool.
I'll be looking at it all day. I'll be like, what is that?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. It's like I can't go on vacation without,
Oh.
What is that person?
It was the first night we were, spending, staying there, and I'm looking in the bathroom. The bathroom doesn't have a door. You can look from the bed to the bathroom, and she's like playing in the room. I'm like, this is not good. I wanted to leave. I'm a light. I'm an attractive spirit.
It's almost 3 hours.
Right. Wow. Well, thank you so much for sharing that.
Wow.
That's an amazing photo. I mean,
Hell yeah.
That's so wild. Yeah. Awesome.
I can't stop looking at it.
All right, Eli, I'll send it.
Okay, cool.
I know, right?
I would trip out at night and be like, oh, there it is.
So if I have nightmares tonight, I am coming after you tomorrow.
You gotta find me first.
Oh, that won't be hard to do.
People have watched my YouTube videos and cannot find me because they watch them. People are doing that whole finding people.
But you gotta. Hey, I might be a virgin to this, but I got shadows.
Yeah, only the shadows know.
That's funny.
No, I greatly appreciate you sharing that picture. That was
Hello.
an amazing photo. It just
Yeah.
I capture the great ones. That's what I always like. Here's my son. There's Eli. Yeah.
Hey.
All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and type up that chat. Before I leave, thank you so much, Lil Red, for coming up and
Thank you,
sharing
Lil.
that. That's
thank
awesome.
you, Eli.
Thank you, Eddie.
Thank you both for coming up and making my first day
No problem.
worthwhile.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you all just busted a virgin.
I bet.
All right, Eli, I'll be back on in just a little bit. I need a little time to go down and have a cigarette and stuff like that.
All right, guys, get ready. You ready? Woo! There they come.
Have a good day, everybody.
Hold on, we gotta wait till the lemons to get distributed.
That sounds so naughty. Busted what the hell is that?
Busted a virgin.
That's not how it's spelled.
It kicked you out, Eli? Thank you guys for sharing so much today. You guys are awesome. I hope you like the stories that were told.
Pammy, yes, we've been on almost 3 hours now.
Nice job, guys. Ron with 79.2 lemons. Little Red got 45.9. Freaky Geek, what the hell's going on? You didn't get any? Unless you got some. I don't know. Eli got 33.4. Tamara got 26.8. And Sid got 22.5. Awesome job, guys. Awesome.
Ron didn't get any because he gets them and just puts them right back.
I know, right? Freaky Geek. How many times did I say I was going to press the button?
Thank you guys for not running me out on my first day. It's been fun. It's definitely been a different experience. And as things go on, it's going to get better. I have a second monitor to hook up. I just got to get the cord for it. So everything will be a little bit smoother for me too.
Yeah. Once everything gets up and running correctly and everything, it'll be a lot smoother, obviously. You had 5 cigs. Don't tell him that, Ron.
You know what? I don't like you anymore.
That's the part he's going to have the problem with.
Freaky Geek, I think as long as we run lives together, it probably could be this long.
Yeah. Definitely with the format.
What do you need a link to?
Thank you so much. Good luck in honking. Thank you so much.
Eli, add me on Facebook. So when you want to go live and you just want to talk, you can shoot me a message. Oh,
thank you for
little
the lemon,
good
Little
start
Red.
now.
Thank you so much for the lemon. That was really loud.
It was too. I think it's because it was totally unexpected.
That could be. You got me that time, Little Red.
Okay. Eli, look for me. I don't know.
Well, I have his email.
Well, that doesn't help me.
That don't help you. I tried.
You're an hour ahead of us, so it's going on 2:00 your time.
Me too, Little Red. Me too.
Search for around about 6 p.m. your time.
Oh, I should mention coming up tomorrow on Tuesday, True Crime Tuesday, we are going to talk about the Ogletree murders, one of the creepiest unsolved cases in American history. We are also going to be talking about the Cleveland Torso murders, also known as the Mad Butcher of Kingsbury Run. This is unknown killer terrorized the city of Cleveland, targeting those vulnerable circumstances, and left between 12 to 20 people dead. Then we'll be discussing the Kitty Cabin murders. 14-year-old Sheila Sharp was returning.
Sorry to interrupt you, honey. Pammy said on one of her Facebooks is a pic of an alien being in their house in Newton and threw a Rottweiler.
I will definitely check it out. The Kitty Cabin murders. 14-year-old Sheila Sharp was returning from a sleepover when she discovered at some point during the night on April 12th, 1981, someone had entered the cabin.
Bye, Pammy. Have a great night.
Ruthlessly murdered her mother, her 15-year-old brother, and her brother's 17-year-old friend. And we'll discuss them and more tomorrow on tomorrow's show. Yeah, tomorrow on True Crime Tuesday. I might have to rename that. Thank you guys, as always, for being here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You guys are amazing. I love you guys.
Thank you all for your support on my first day.
Thank you for all the donations. Thank you for subbing. You guys are awesome. Have an amazing rest of the day, night, morning. Take care, be safe, and love you guys. Bye. You gonna say bye?
Oh, hey, sorry, I was reading. I'm not blowing y'all kisses, but I will tell y'all, fist bump, be safe, stay strong. We are all one. It was great, you guys, and I see you tomorrow.